Upon us with mercy. So those of us who have common sense and are on social media and are writing, why is the president giving 25 million and this and that and talking plenty and the cathedral is going to cost you to lose elections? No one will lose elections before because he built a cathedral. We will see in this country. We will see it that no one is going to lose election because he dedicated a prime land for God. Judges were living in that place. Ridge is one of the choicest lands in this country. And they said, take the judges out and put the temple of Jehovah here. That's what Solomon did. Now, because David obeyed and he created a temple through his son Solomon, can you imagine Jerusalem 5,000 years after the fact? They still call Jerusalem the city of David. With mercy. So those of us who have common sense and are on social media and are writing, why is the president giving 25 million and this and that and talking plenty and the cathedral is going to cost you to lose elections? No one will lose elections before because he built a cathedral. We will see in this country. We will see it that no one is going to lose election because he dedicated a prime land for God. Judges were living in that place. Ridge is one of the choicest lands in this country. And they said, take the judges out and put the temple of Jehovah here. That's what Solomon did. Now, because David obeyed and he created a temple through his son Solomon, can you imagine Jerusalem 5,000 years after the fact? They still call Jerusalem the city of David. Upon us with mercy.
Okay, so where do we go? Roller coaster.
Upon us with mercy. So those of us who have common sense and are on social media and are writing, why is the president giving 25 million and this and that and talking plenty and the cathedral is going to cost you to lose elections? No one will lose elections before because he built a cathedral. We will see in this country. We will see it that no one is going to lose election because he dedicated a prime land for God. Judges were living in that place. Ridge is one of the choicest lands in this country. And they said, take the judges out and put the temple of Jehovah here. That's what Solomon did. Now, because David obeyed and he created a temple through his son Solomon, can you imagine Jerusalem 5,000 years after the fact, they still call Jerusalem the city of David.
Okay, so where do we go? Okay, so where do we go?
Why? Because he was spreading fake news about the first lady. That the first lady has got. I'm coming. You use the law. You use the very law that is being used against Abronya today as a shield. That is not even the worst part of it. The likes of Bongo Ideas, the likes of Caleb Kuda, the likes of Sami Demfi. I was with Sami Demfi in the studios of UTV when he was whisked away in Rambo style because he has made an allegation that to the MPP was false. These are not even the worst aspect of it. Too. The likes of Ohineba Buama Bene was jailed. Moro, he was jailed for detained. Why? Because he was spreading fake news about the first lady. That the first lady has got. I'm coming. You use the law. You use the very law that is being used against Abronya today as a shield. That is not even the worst part of it. The likes of Bongo Ideas, the likes of Caleb Kuda, the likes of Sami Demfi. I was with Sami Demfi in the studios of UTV when he was whisked away in Rambo style because he has made an allegation that to the MPP was false. These are not even the worst aspect of it. Too. The likes of Ohineba Buama Bene was jailed. Moro, he was jailed for doing the very thing Abronya has done today, for which he has even been granted bail. Ohineba Buama Bene did not have that luxury Abronya has today under the MPP. What did he do? Because the MPP claimed he said something that more or less brought the administration of justice into disrepute. He was jailed. He went to jail under the MPP. Now, here is the bombshell. Go to graphiconline.com. NDC Southwom organizer jailed 4 years for threatening citizens during elections.
Threatening citizens.
Threatening citizens. What Abronya is doing amount to threatening a judicial officer administering his constitutionally assigned roles. People went to jail for the same free speech you are talking about now under the MPP, and now you have the guts to accuse the NDC of trying to more or less prevent free speech because we want to divert attention from the bad things going on in this country. What? You see, if anything at all, the NDC has been enjoying some very positive media, I think.
At least not in this year.
We have been enjoying very.
But this year has been tough for you guys.
All right, good evening and welcome to With All Due Respect Extended Version. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. We are live on TV, we are live on Facebook, we are live on YouTube, we are streaming live on radio and also live on TikTok tonight. Tonight you can watch this show live on Loud Silence TV on Multi TV, Loud Silence TV on Multi TV. We are in 22 African countries, including Ghana. We are also live on TV. We are live on YouTube. Search for Loud Silence TV. Loud Silence TV on YouTube. You get the show live this evening. We are streaming live on Facebook. We have two very important platforms on Facebook tonight. We have Loud Silence TV on Facebook and also With All Due Respect page on Facebook. Loud Silence TV on Facebook and With All Due Respect page on Facebook. We're also streaming live on TikTok tonight. Kevin Taylor _WADR. All these platforms are blazing tonight. You can also listen to this show live on radio tonight. We have our own radio app. Go to the Google Play Store. If you have an Android device, just enter the Google Play Store, download Loud Silence Radio. You can be part of tonight's show. You can listen. Maybe you're driving, you're working, you don't want to be watching the screen. That is the best platform to use tonight. We're also live on iOS or on Apple. Go to the App Store and download Loud Silence Radio. You'll get the show live tonight across the world in Africa, Asia, Europe, and the Americas. Tonight's show is all about Ghana politics, and our job here is to break the issues down, make it simple for the citizenry, for the taxpayer, for the voter in Ghana to have a clear understanding of what is happening in Ghana. My job is simple. Myself and my production team, they are called the Ghost Team. They have made everything possible. The production, everything is on point to give you or serve you all the facts. Tonight's show is packed. We'll be jumping from the Energy Minister or the Ministry. The Energy Minister today spoke on what is happening, the revamping or the retooling of our energy sector. We will delve into that matter. Honorable Abu Jinapor spoke today on the issues. The government of the day is changing transformers around the nation, retooling the energy sector to make sure, our power is stable throughout the year and the years to come. We'll also be talking about some tribal comments from an MPP MP. Kofi Juma in Kumasi. Issues are happening. Not very serious, but we need to let you know what's going on in Kumasi. We will still stay in Kumasi. Traders in Kumasi Central Market and also some other traders in Kumasi preventing the authorities to place trash bins on the streets of the market. We'll be delving into Sami Awuku's misinformation, disinformation, lies about the Maritime Authority. We will be talking about Guta, the the Republican AI system that is weeding or stopping or preventing corruption at our port. We will be delving into that too. The Health Ministry today, they have changed the face of our health sector. Today, the Health Minister did an amazing job. He basically showed to Ghanaians
the number of equipment that have been brought in to support our energies, our health sector. We will delve into that. The Agri Minister is also having serious conversation with multi-million-dollar companies to come into Ghana to invest in fertilizer production. We will delve into those matters. Primary school issues, we will talk about it. Haruna Idrisu and G-Tech. Matters Horizon, John Dramani Mahama's government, and other issues that we all need to know about. This platform is an authentic platform. Our job here is to make sure you watching me tonight, you get to know the facts. Enyumbre, Oshami Abidin at the Cabinet Corbedu Taylor me, and Amidi Jumadi we Chame, TV, so radio, so Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Baby Abe Fabiano, Jumadi we and a Chegu. And then in somebody about the Paley, about the Polo, Oma. Almost stop my sene and I say my producers know you're from the ghost team omo and I children some of the aswa me say membra na me medwum if you say me and na me ye otumfo sebio the chen here and some of the ba me na medwum echirechirim ma Ghana for PZ4 any omo more than by any Ghana nyina obia ehu de eko and then some abo apeso ye beko Kumasi ye begina Kumasi kakra Central Market eye ma ene mbema mo ho no akasa ye bedi hu nkomo ena Kumasi idwafo ni biso ene KMA e de sie ni e wa santimemu eno so ye bedi hu enkomo ende nwumbre eye krobofo eye press conference etia eye New Jabin South, New Jabin South MPA, Sibio or Kasase Bodamfo, and there you better delve into the matter. Near Chichim, Bibia Ubia free, Ubia say, and then Kwasiakasa, I was here, Tia Nipebia, Sibio, Jiminti, politics in tea, Emma Omo, Ebu Nipebi Abumfia. You bedding Komo Alpha, Samia Uku, Atrubia, Wicha, Ato Maritime Authority, so you be in a to say Akuko Kuncha, in Sembebrio, ho, after your marking, Abronya Mujimi, ya, and there, Yadi Ibiakujina Court, actually Ibiaso for 2 weeks, Omonkodim, Norman Samra, Yebedi Sankomon, MPP, Sibio, Abai the teaching the Bob Penoma Fio Mose. And the Yebedisa and Comono. In Como, and so Efa in Yumunkania once and some a Abu Jinapa or your minister or the Sembi Atuja. And the Mahama Bino, as such transformers or Ghana Dudono, and Intina Kanya and Kotnaba, because yet Yoma, Amanyoma is in Naso, Yebedi, Ehon, and Komoguta, at the system B. Sorry, a year, the government of the day, a year, the finance minister, or a year, Ghana Revenue Authority, I come with Trabum, Akofa, Abefo, a year, Fidibi, Edia Bayer Porter, Eboa, Amagana, Enya Sika, na Nipebia Bomutimu Pose, Chrono, our Mobono Airport in Tiomontiasi, and also Bedi Hunkomo, a year, Apomudin, one some, a year, health minister, Mr. Akando, Eddie, a year, Nyoma, Akandia, Dodo Aba, BC Ghana, da, Yedibabe so, a year, Yapomudin, Yumedi, Hun, Insensem, Ma Ejina Naso, Ofusuka Chakasa. A year in summer, a year ECG in some one maka, Yabeka teacher for some fertilizer, a year a Greek minister, and so any companies be a bo a year in Sawaso, and not Eddie in Sawaso, Eddie, a year factory Kakapa, Pele, na fertilizer, Yababy or Ghana, and also Yabeka Hun some actual Coco, Equiafor, Moso, Matide, Yabe fertilizer or Ghana, Mabibia, Akonim, primary schools once in somewhere, Haruna Idrisu, education minister, on G-Tech, any a year you tag for Hun some so Yabejum, in some at Dawson. Bidin at the cabinet called Bedu Taylor. Yaba be delete ne uploadi. Juma edin wo ha no atra e course fiti anopa. Ebesi ende nwumre no yabe paper ni nyina every system num yabe ye free utrim ne de nokore a eye kroje no e de gutrim ene ye friend delete and upload. So we are about to delete and upload. Enwumre de na e koso amente ya nipa bi ekekansam. Ejumania me de bruta might say a year the Anglo good Ashanti worker no I Ejumania me de bruta I ye kwa underground ye bi befie enti ene dwumre de ye be kyerkyerem ye be kyerkyerem ama bibia akoso hwan ne hwan ene hweme a ewo ewiase afane a omani age anadwi se Kevin Taylor abade a na ye be delete na ya uploadi na ye de nokure no akyekere Ghana e de na ye koso amenti nipa bebre na ehweme ewo wiase afane nyina wo TV so Facebook ene eye Sibio eye platforms a etwa eye dwumadi we egu wo ye maame wo ye oba wo ye bema wo ye akokora wo ye abesiriwa aha ena nokure no wo menya abotre dwudwom ema wo hu de eko nipa bebre ehweme Diana Barker is live right now on Loud Silence TV and Ubri. I can also see 9 Kings watching me this evening. Thank you very much for being here. Mihuni Pabibri, Mahendra Mahama is live here. Mihu be to say Azipa Kweku is watching me. Na Ahine Florence is also live tonight. Mahama Nati Bobby is live here watching me this evening. Mihu be says Queen 7731 live on Loud Silence TV through YouTube. Nana Kwesi Despite is watching me on Facebook. Jinjol Roxon is also live here. Michael Vadu is watching me this evening. Also Clarat is watching me this evening. Francis Hatika is also live on Loud Silence TV tonight. Elizabeth Asafo Ado Elizabeth Asafo-Addo is also watching me this evening. I hope you're getting him right. I can see Elizabeth, all right? Okay, Janet Amakwino is also live on Loud Talents TV tonight. I can see Kati Olaga is watching me this evening. Kati Olaga is live here. I like your name, though. Diana Barker is back again. Also, Michael is back again. Isaac Tekpete. Una kofa semi by some time. It's Tekpete. Isaac Tekpete is watching me this evening. Also, I can see Nana Kwesi. Roberts is watching me. Empress Yasmin is watching me this evening. Emmanuel Menyo is live here. I can see Benjamin Tete watching me this evening. Clara is back again. Frank Oko is watching me this evening. Kofi Praise 8103 is live on YouTube tonight. Nana is watching me. Florence Adonu is also live here. Amamak Gold and the rest. Mo Jamal Gomez is live on Loud Talents TV. It's exactly 5:26 p.m. in the United States. East Coast is definitely 9:26 in Ghana. Momianfa Jumadi and Shisha Sona Ghana for Enhu the Aircore. Team, stay with me. TV is live, Facebook is live, YouTube is live, radio is live. Platforms are all blazing tonight. Okay. All right, boss. Thank you. In Sembebre AC, you best start if you're Santimemu. Now, the first year story, you be doing common FA a year. Asama AC or Ashanti region. Na in something you say a year the combined Kumasi Central Market Traders Union is demanding the immediate resumption of phase 2 of the Kejetia Central Market Redevelopment Project. Now, warning of mass action if government fails to act by May 2026. My main sign kind brofono na minjum ewo eye akankasem na Ghana fo nyina ehun de efi asantimemu eba we ye edwadifo a omso maka ho abom omo yekuo ewo asantimemu a sebio omo se asemi ahye omo bo a omo anka sebio na omo di omo ho bone omo de asema betum fremem omo se eye omo edwadifo omo Central Market wo asantimemu a friend Kejetia omo nyina ba and omo press conference kese ba akopa omo se omo ehye aban no eye bosumi a yebesimi eye May no eye eda etoso May eye bosumi a ebe omo hye aban NDC aban no omo hye ne keten se sebio eye Kejetia phase 1 na ana Central Market phase 1 na John Mahama in 2016 obesi ya ye di na tem to oye teni ya aboa onim nyansa na sebio odigana sika pema na MPP NDC entafo awonafo krobofo sebi omo ye infantefo nkwasiafo a omunim de omumfa omunyansanye saa eye John Mahama ban yi ba 2015-2016 no omo na omukosi eye Kejetia ana Central Market phase 1 efiri ho ena John eye Nana Adodankwa Ekufuado one ni MPP ebedi aban mu infie wotwe sebio eye asantimemu nipadodo no etoaba ema MPP efiri se asantefo de omo se sebio uyi otwe na uyi MPP a omo yi MPP efiri se otwe bi ni de esiwa ensei MPP ni de omo anya ne ntema ebesei and the same eye nipadodo a omo asantimemu a omo didwa ewo eye Central Market no omo de eye warning kese pa de ama aban na warning ni nyina ne se omo catch that ban se sebio omo nanane otufo se tutu na sebio omo asantimemu no omo tiro NDC aban na aba na ewo se esom omo te se nkwa omo bu MPP NDC aban se eye nkwa bi negum na sebio MPP de omo ba edi so omo de bibia ba fie efi se mfie wotwe a omo ne NPP etena Ghana no na omo ehu sebio nyansa entumi anhye omo eda ene warning says omo ambe Kejetia phase 2 na enya de a omo be pene omo nanso obi be se ode hye ene de ne papa ti ase yenu anoma santifo a omo Ashanti region Central Market no omo de warning kese ama NDC for says omo ambe Kejetia phase 2 na omo ne NDC for be chi anyam awe oti brofo chamia de mekinkan yi kase meboa na edu some time a we do two for mi chia onana beto so anama sorry na otufo ba kope na edu some time bia aya ye nuanu ne bi na ma omo ho kwan ma nipa bia no tia omo and I can say this on authority enye obia owo Kejetia ana Central Market bia na ye MPP ni and we need to get this right enye obia owo Kejetia central market or Tonade and a MPP ni. So we cannot generalize the issue. Say obi o Kejetia a central market bia or Tonade bia no a MPP ni into where the dabi. O mine ye chichire. Na sebio ye say wanu we need to ma yendinja o. And na impedifo so bube ye say sebio akwara ode e kabebe fie no ye suja na oti achise a na sebio obobesia. Na sebio ye Ghana for MPP bedi Ghana so infie watchi. Debia ye tin wo radio so ne TV so. Se sebio ye nuanom asantefo ni bi e kasa. Omo se eye MPP ni de eye Ashanti region ene ye te party no eye asantefo party. Sebio dodo no omo ntampo nkasa ya kanfo party. Omo taka se eye asantefo party. If you say otumfo chiame a ye friend baafo akoto ena otena eye menhia ena oyi ni mowre mu £700 and te party no eti party na nya wonafo party. Party no enye edian seremufo party no enye kowfo party enye bonofo party enye mfantifo party na ya santifo mapa ene yomo party MPP betena so mfie woche NDC eye John Mahama ebedi tumi sebio eye Professor Mills etwa nani ehwe ban John Mahama bedi tumi ogina ne naso esi Kejetia phase 1 inti eye den na party a sebio yesi eye menhia party sebio yesi eye santifo party party asebio yesi nipa dodo no a omoto aba ema party no eye MPP no efria santimemu a infie wotwe eye party no betena so a yentumi nya nipa bi am from ho combined Kumasi Central Market Traders Union amber out entumi anka nkyere kufuado ne bawomia se adenti no omonye Kejetia phase 2 no efri se omunua ono so politician no etuma be phase 1 eri sometime a yenuanu no bia mo asantimenum no yenuanu no bia omo asantimemu no aya na omo na omo magana fo bi anotie omo eri sometime bia ye ne ye kasa bia ye ka no ene na ema nipa bi ho kwan na omubu asantefo ni bi nimtia ene tina me kasa no me say enye obi oton ade bia o Central Market na asantini ana enye obi o Central Market bia ene to aba ema NPP ye o nipa bi wo ha o Central Market wato aba ma NDC afi say onim se NDC betu di mpuntu aba ana union yi ana nipa koya omo be press conference ya na so omo Central Market yi sebio emududo na ebi omo sa ko mu no ebia omo ya NDC for so we cannot generalize and say obia okasa ko bia eye sebio MPP ni no but they do some time aya na sebio ye ne kasa bi ene nyoma bi ye no ema nipa bi edi ye ho yawo na nado dan kwakufu ado ebetena santimem de na konwa baaye eka kire kwaberefo se omo kwan no se wanye no wanto amana omo fom kwase ankoda ye nya obia ma netumi anka kire kufu ado na MPP aban se oni bibi ye MPP for ye asantefo wobu enimtia na ete Ghana ena ekufuado ne MPP ba power na ba omia ka ho ena omokotam otufo te se felele ball efri menhia ede ko gina eye Central Market se omo be ye Central Market na ma santeman ama santeman hu se NDC fo agimi ye tena ha 8 years eja eto Central Market phase 1 mu Samira ba omia beifoi obajan treni a odini kurechi enam ndrosi sa oba we eba asantememu ba Central Market ebe share asantefo bo ene edwadifo mo Central Market bo say ono Samira Baomia kromfo ba oni ni kunu omo di sika eba be Central Market no ansa na ya to aba 2024 miken san sama ko osuni nyina no na Ghana fo na nipa omo wo Central Market na endeme no kese omo ti ase omo nyina tie sansem we ma MPP beka ansem we kirom infie wotwe 2016 omo to aba ma MPP 2020 sa nipa yi dodo a omo wo Central Market ekoto aba ema aden ema eye MPP eye den na aban sesa 1 year pe 3 months na nipa bitumi sori kase se NDC aban no amba mbesi eye Kejetia phase 2 within a month from next month when sia omo ne eye NDC aban no be chianyam na e kire se adwene a eda mutirim mumudodo no a mode yesade we eya adwene bone a ema yemudodo a Ghana no hu se mumudodo no mu agimi wadwa eya adwene pona a eda mumubi mutirim no adwene pona ema moye munwoma bi na ema nipa bi anu tiam no ene na ema yetumi ka eba the conclusion say mumubi no a mo Central Market a mode party politics ashemuni ase no from the actions no ema ye mubi dwin say mumubi no adwene wo fom munim nyansa I to say my margin say mumubi no mo twan ma NDC ba power the also mo ya ne say mugu aban no hu fin mo ne MPP a eya santefo party tra mfie wotwe Ochin baby and to me anya press conference anti Ekufuado aban warning. Anti Samira Baumia warning. Anti Abozege warning. Motina hama MPP 4-way edi matem ebumunimtia edi otu vatem twemase. Egumenum asesa aba santimemu bedi matem sebio te se moa. Mo ntumi amomo warning say eye central market no eno ne ma monsa ekoma no. Na ene de ade akyen na tumi sesan ya. Mumu bia mo central market amodwen say every time no mo betumi e de sanyoma we aye politics na mo de egu NDC aban anim ase na mo de aka nsam ato nipa bitrim na mo de adada asantefo ni bia dodo ne nim nyansa ne say NDC de omo nyehwe na NDC aba no na mo ankasa mo ne nam ho no mutumi de 1 month e hyehyɛ mu tables o Kejetia central market. Mo amone na mo banchire mu bi na mo ye NDC aban embeye dwano embeke dwane nsiwo we May na mo ma NDC mo ankasa mo nananom wu a mutumi de 1 month ye me busa mo na amudi anim sa mo ye combined marketers or combined association of D&D nonsense no me busa mo say mo ankasa na mo te eye Kumase no mumu bi na mo se mudi we eba be politics NDC aban mo omo warning so by next month no omo nsi Kejetia phase 2 no mo nananom ewu a mo nananom di konkonsan no omo wu a aya mutumi de bosom ba akụ ye omo yie na wo pese de bosom ba akụ si Kejetia central market central market phase 2 wo pese de bosom ba akụ aban fancy aya na mo ho kwan mumu bi mo ma mo kwan na ye num bi ye di motem enye se ye tan obi o ye ntan obia na mo ni ye ne nyome bia ya mo ye ewo embre bi so no it makes people like us start to question your level of intelligence and the we say nipa bi a start ekikansem ai NDC ewo so mo kosi de Crowfo market no na mo ba power no mo ka so me Crowfo market inti entiase Kejetia phase 2 no na nado danko Ekufuado jimijimi we be di tumi ewo Ghana na nado danko Ekufuado they be America so Jimmy because on the most easiest regime in this country. Ekufuado Jimmy. Motina akronum ema akwawe Mahamudu Bawumia ebe kachre market fire. Bawumia appeals to government to complete phase 2 of Kejetia market in Ashanti region. This is the 25th of March 2025. Intimu asembia obi a woso mo so ne pa. Monfa press conference na enko jantre ni fie. Na mo kanye so onyane ne kunuma mo na mo nsi den ombesi Kejetia market man na eto na motoma Bawumia ene MPP ne sa eto no de na mo de ye taxes na mo gigi free mu nsem no sa taxes na mo gigi free mu nsem for 8 years na de bia na ye mu bi wa santimem yeto abate se moa ye mu bi yeto abate se ntwen ye mu bi yeto abate se de ye abodam sa abana na yeto no ye mu bi yeto de se moa no mo wi amomfa mo koraba enko jantra ni fie na wonka se onyane ne kuru ni mamo na oka se obeye phase 2 no amaden amamo at least bema beye ni nyina obeye bi John Mahama ne NDC for 2016 the phase 1 by at least esi asantimemu sa anyoma wei moya na mama ye ho kwan na ya boya atwere akere mo mumu bi na madane abeifo mompe asantiman puntuo no na ya kam ya adwene akere mo aban no is not under any pressure so we feel say NDC aban aba May when to me anya Kejetia phase 2 obeto atia NDC atutia NDC sa tetina na motina nam Ghana na ye de wa santimemu ye mu bi de ye ntiase ene wo ya ye nto no sa nkwase akasa no enya dwuma biemu opa tutia NDC akopim so bewumi akọ emfa me ho and nobody can pressurize the government to make Ashanti region the priority in Ghana when it comes to development obi ade obetuma ye sa ade no say ebe hia say aban benye sika ye bibu Ashanti region aban beye but nobody can feel say or priority in Ghana. No region is a priority in Ghana because ujin say oya priority at time MPP bar power no the Ashanti region the central market phase 2 should have been a priority to the NPP government. Mo the 47 MP kwasiafo kogu parliament mo sori na budi Mahama tam mumubi na mutiti radio so ekeka kwasiasam nipa 747 emu ntohwe nkwa be 43 musuma mo konkran munyi masum. Now nobody is going to make the Ashanti region a priority in this country. We are going to share the national cake equally. It is a bonofo and omuhia adia aban be we so mema obi amfa ntu nitim say oye better than any region inti ye de sankwasi asem na twam Region bia nya powerful nchen region bia. Obia ni region bia obetime hu ne ho say wo dia wa anya amaya me say. Mosuma entohwe nko aba 43 ekotena nkran parliament. Sa ntohwe ne ntumi amfa phase 2 ambremo. Mumu bi nkwasiafo beka je ma aban pressure. Me say wa wonto aba ma NDC dada ne kwa men ha wo ho to ma MPP. Na modwin say you see mameka bi nkyere wo. Mo Ashanti region mumu bi no modwin say Ghana no it revolves around you people. Mumu bi. Some politics of where they are sremu, where they want for vote amaya, where they are some kwasia politics they nya dwuma wo. Enti samo po bi abusa no question na monko MPP for ho. Mosuma entohwe nko an 43 MPs every asantememu. Ya bana mumu bi mu di line mu a aise nkokɔ. Hwɛ awonafo ne tugum o, awonafo ne tugum samo anto a na moto nkwasi aba ne wie ne 8 years no. Mo ntumi ensi eye Kejetia Central Market to se de ende no. MPP ntumi ensi amamo. Mo be ma John Mahama pressure. Mo be ma NDC pressure. Ye be che national cake no. Se bonofo hia bibia na private be ma omo. Se kofo hia bibi na priority be ma omo. Sa awonafo hia bibi na priority be ma omo. Ye te kroma de se eye expressway. Mo MP ne ntɔhwɛ te se kokuo ntɔhwɛ. Eye eyi asenso boache beka just me enye expressway emfa Kumase enkwasi akeka na mumu bi mote wo so nkwasi asem so enti yeah ba check cake equally and no region should see themselves to say yeah because South East a western region, northern region bia play a role to bring the NDC to power. 16 regions, you know. NDC nya vote if baby It's no region should see themselves to say they are powerful than any region in Ghana. No. And if the NDC decides to make Ashanti region a priority, yenya ba boa ma NDC a position because enya Asante for and Ashanti region kwana to abama NDC. The sense of entitlement and foolish decisions, no. Mama yentwa so ne antia say ye kyekere man. Ekufo de betena Kumase ka kire mo say kwabre kwan no munya mo fa mo jimi nko munyina mo ye say confirm ne ntafre obi antuma nkasa. And the moma warning, moma abain May. And the mon starting koji japade na mon fa nanin phase 2. Messi 2028 untuma NDC afa ujimi ko never know. I don't care. It's about time we came to that conclusion mo obi ati ase say e wo se nyina ya dwene. Yentumi fa tribe nya politics. Yentumi fa yimu nya politics. Yentumi ntina yenkwan yente ye ho ntina baby na yen frustrate eye o mining puntio. No, it's not going to work out. Sa phase 1 we ya John Mahama ni NDC ye no. Senka MPP dwene asantema ho ebu otufo a anka that will be the first thing they will do in the Ashanti region. Ba me no tie MPP ni edi ekire se ntwe no ye mu bi no. Yentumi fa yensantia de ba kwa MPP be ye ma 8 years obema NDC pressure. Mon fa mu Jimmy nkoda abani nye ska obeye muntie me ochira mu nkodi batam o radio so because mumudu do na montoma NDC dada and nobody is going to waste their time asantini onim nyansa di mokodi nchine no onim say the make no kura wom and there are some Ashantis who are intelligent to understand say development no yene ye de maya ne asay no and mo pese mo demonstration about everything mo ye demonstration emfa sewia ho mo ye demonstration emfa kumewu mo ye demonstration emfa afare adie bia na esiwa ekufo adan fa nsanka no munye demonstration call for market munye demonstration because all these things the MPP could have done it last minute some woka say I call for market eye kofo na ye kofo ba eyi wa santimemu nyina wetume si call for market mon fere mo papa kofo oba eye eyi e wa santimemu nyina mo papa kofo entumi anko entumi ansi crofo market and a young minister na Ashanti region mo tata no mo bodam time akofo di president na eye amwako hini wedi sen kofo be di president 2000 no na amwako hini wedi sen na moye mo to dwene mo mu bi jimi nti because we are a young man and he's doing his job and he's having an open mind nti enti ase ye akotake no kwase ampanyi bia no hu fin bi what bottom 4 boys say Jimmy for be mu fin bia apetition 4 boys bia just something to radio so dirty boys inclusive 4 boys they are best shot so almost free baby omo na akodu KUS ejeso asa inclusive 4 etiti Kumase mu bi enkwase ade saa ye mfam punti omba fie omo a young man who has been brought in Sir Simon or Simon so said the kwase na nenum tum se kokuo no obedi regional minister 8 years kwase ampa yiwe odimatam samu ye nwan Simon or say men so said yen odi mu asantefo odi edwomfo ma odi matam se mo ye nwan ogina bronsan so na oto ayampia bremo na mote wo montuma ye demonstration ntia no koto de ne bodwe oh young man naba momia nko tata no kwasiafo anwako hiro bia nsesa no obebo adwuma no na nyama ne bia me ya because ayana emebru no sebio amwa asantimem dodo na jimi intide bia no na mama MPP ni use omo intube hu a young man oni life the oya ne say ojimi o radio so ojimi o eya party ase ojimi o eyi ase ene na ode besi dan kwasea na amwako hine at his age baby wodu no na foolish boys like you amobesua nyansa every young man say wono na mode moto kankan mutu fin mokotenketenkete jimi mu ho na ye kan na mu pose moa. The Ashanti Regional Minister referring to recalcitrant Kumasi traders as goats, not an insult. As some way na sakwasi ampenyiwe, Ashanti Regional Minister Simon Osei Mensah okan 2018 Osei se wudi Asante forma omo central market ni Kejetia market say omo yemponchi a wudi kan efri say omo ejimi asema mo Asante ni no odi regional minister ka kire mo no. And the more warning. Akwawe odi Ashanti Regional Minister 8 years otubitna TV so can say Asante forma omo ya dehye Asante forma omo gu Kejetia ne central market omo mumua de ne di omatam so omo ye nwan a omo ye mponche a ye dika ena duo no ono na bie na no kan ye montuma ye demonstration montuma man warning mobe frustrated amwako hene wa santime ma dentira he is an open-minded guy oni obi asre or a young man too mumu bi de mokwase agenze mo to atata no me or me 100% support. And we will make sure say this young man amwako hene he will stay in the Ashanti region and develop the Ashanti region or tribune wo betuma kasa into more central market na mo ye de no mo kama no paso when the government gets money ya dwin say betuma ba ho no ye de beba ho. But obian to metata ban no mo pa may saban ne be ya mo ntwe mo to ase e Kumasi nobody gives a heck. Na den omo mo te bunu no omo nya nipa na bunu for yekosi sa market we bi mamo a anka omo mo nya nipa omo mo te sahwi no omo mo nya moa omo mo te ahuna memro omo nim nyansa omo mo te western region no yekosi market we bi mamo anka omo nya nipa ana mo mu bi mo ya mo so mo nko na mo nya nipa o Ghana enkwase akekane some sense of entitlement bi hihye mo mu bi mutirim enti ma adwene mo say enye ye ne enye obia saa de no munyi mfiri mutirim mo mu bi so mo anya mfiri mutirim a mo be ye nkoa etisese bi amoye no nipa bi bo hu mo be from nkurasefo 2017 to 2024 mo de entohwe be 43 ena mo de konkran say omo nkoye MPs entohwe 222 times 43 saying tankwasi afo no koduru nkran e de no de ba fie so still na mo de mu jimi di omochi masa mo de mo pepie to bi kura nkohye ne enko enim ya start it.
Ile moko, eye mako, sapema, kawes, kashipon, telegbe. Ile moko, eye mako, sapema, kawes, kashipon, telegbe. Aikale, Jessica, Yamasa. Aikale, Jessica, Yamasa, Mashami, Betty Tutu, Mashami, Betty Tutu, Tutu, Jessica, Yamasa, Aikale, Jessica, Yamasa, Mashami, Betty Tutu, Mashami. Nichowa,
Tomoten. You say, Odjuno Okra on Tiasie, Pilto. El pantalon. All right. Pantalon. Now, Yana Ujina Santimemu, Yanko Babia. Aya Asantifo Ejadifo bi and the KMA and the Ashanti Regional Minister Municipality Nina about together said Abi Kumasi Jano Sebio aya a thing amwa a two Kumasi Jasi. Inti aya byway omo KMA boss aya Mr. Zuba one a Kromon Penny4 the assembly and the regional minister's office said Abi aya Kumasi Jani bi wa sibia a thing and no meneni pano. Sibia ye fino ye didi ni ato ye nene ato obefa Kumasi dwom na efin sebio efin adokuru nipa enti KM boss municipality ni kaseda bi I was see to me enanti edwane nyina mu na store se wono ekwan na e wo ho nyina no ye de eye trash bins mo PZ ye kasa trash bins a baller ade esisisi eye de street ni so sane be ya ye wie bro and I say, ye mu bina ye num peas, ye peas at ye fan du boneno, ye no red ni ye benya baby di ato. Kuja. Ni bofu uhitiba na me hiti chon. Ye si wa santimemu den say, KMA eko ho say, bia pese ye di baller esisi dwanim na se ne be ya ye nya hu fin. Ye ntena fimu. Say, ye de say efiamoa, ye ti fimu inti KMA se da bi ye mfa baller embassy eye de edwanim. And the edwadifo bi se omo ntiasie wa santimemu omo ni KMA ene emu pedifo e dia taso wa santimemu emu nsensem no mo hwe de eko odwa Bola diena yedi besi market no edwadifo ne so omo mpene adan a ebesi omo store enim etidi omo yanse omo hye store no mane no ma jonso no ma chekere no ma to enim ho de omo ya no ewo edwam wo asantememu and the KMA for say omo di eye bola ade trash bins ebesi vantage point sene be ya mo amo ton ade no ye this bola nkitenkiti besi street ni so omo so omo mpene omo de ompese omo ne wodem omo ne no ma chekere omo be pompe no ma pregu gatem no mo kofie inti video amohwe no asantememu ana ebi mo prese ye mbe Kejetia phase 2 no ana Central Market phase 2 no ebi mo ne hye dem ye de ball ade ba kro mo so omo mpene. This is the kind of country. Some people are just dirty people. Nipa bi eya dan na wo ye nipa na wuti dwom na aban e de trash bin e ba be see street so se na be ye de bola betum oni aban e kontokwa. How are you okay? Are you reasonable? Into we ka jem se me di watam nti won to aba na wo baby a wote na bola nsi wo no eya dan na wo de bola wo bola wo de going. That means mo e na mo block eya gates no omo ba e ba omo nchen a enkwara ni free school ba na mo ba omo store ha na omo bie polythene bag na enkwara na egum me Kumasi asa na meka kire wi omo agaza mpedifo no wo wa ese o abena tenanim na wakohye kire ne wane oni a no de gu polythene bag mu owi a no apra no de gu gatem no okọ insuo topa se aban ne nye ena de na ekosi ena we de antiase emusiofo NDC fo omo ba e mo mehwe insuo na ebusu wane egu gatem mame no witi di kakra ngu so very dirty wane wo politin wachechire okoda besiba ochechire wacheche wane achechire ochechire sinipo adan a ompene so Mama KM4 emfa bola bia me see store nim adentra because on them store nim. On na wachechire no da to nchen ho on na wachechire no da to nchen ho ne ba ne na wachechire no da to nchen ho owia no wa fufuo wo store ho owia na bancha aman no o da to nchen ho owia no apra ni nyina 6:30 ne apiegu bolam ne apiegu den gatanim inso tope musuefo ndc fo ba ye de hwe inso tumi to na Kejetia yiri wanima na yiri these are sometimes we say, I bet it's much growing. I say, Nimunyansa. I see Nimunyansa. I see Nipa. And this is not just regional. All over the place. Concrete, oh man, Ebimuswan and normal. Yet, Bibi news a son and ye. I then I would not jump. Na a binder or the dustbin the Bible see store in him. Now, Obidua on for ball and 2 store in him. No, on an echo. Actually, one name or damn, one name, I may say, Mammy church him. Omucha omoto obekona mame panyini politin bag na sempo de muaya ha tete de black part of black politin no omone na obekona besiwa otechire ane oban ye kase we for dey say oban omoban was store nim omutumi ban e was store ni wa chechire no why say wa pon na ye box no mo pra box no wa de afra no wa pregu gatem so tope na keki yantiasie ede we de na bi nsido na bi nsida boy se se de nyom mo ade insokurato a hwede asi wa ha oboa wane ma na yiri how can you build a nation when some people in the nation that's how they think yanye santina man mu yemfa santikire man na yeda wugina santimemu awanfo hiti yesi papa we yefreni Kofi Dwuma we Jimmy Bruta ye delete upload papa we Jimmy Bruta yefreni Kofi Dwuma akwa we obeye mayor of Kumasi we nya 8 into offer 8 duro Kofi Dwuma ne ba eware Ekufuado baba na ope omom ye careless in penifo mu ni munyansa omo agimi pa wa santimemu awe oye number 1 Kofi Dwuma we Jimmy chen otwe a wowu ye de Gihok man no se onhwe Gihok so na Gihok na ono obeto ye no ontumi ye ne yie na sebi oni nchirimba emenya adwuma ne bi nyane afan boa Ghana kwasi ampanyi we de Gihok edane ajantra for joint otse committee ena na otifie ena committee no ena we adwuma mu na omutua ne ka 10 times for about 4 years na on 2 ni 9 NC Gihok kwasi ampanyi we me opo obi a me munu wo Ghana ne ho tan a we Jimmy a Kofi Dwuma akwa we opo polit kromfo akwa ne ka se Kufuor will be a terrible president akwa we ne ho tan wa sa Kejetia ne ho tan ne ho tan akwa we de be di mayor Kumasi a or started to Kumasi street or the budget kakraka be so for time oba area also boulevard ko santa ko asafo na nipa 99,000 omoti asafo mu ni ma de fe boulevard otumi ba also way Fox street na otutu street tan because the nya santifo di bi dodo ni enkurase fo mo ntiase kakran Kufuor de be di president and akwa we ekose Gihok and Kufuor started investigating no krono a obon wo Gihok kasa owiaye senia odi ajantra for star line wo ho a otumi je Mike as the CEO etumi ka kire eye inkofo ne adwumafo nya se me de me ajantra ni o me de me di ma kwasi ampanyi wei ne ati asantimemu so ne so ade ye friend Kofi Dwuma aboyi ade nyansa na wo sa Jimmy fo we tirimu a ye tena Ghana ka se we ye panyini wo je Mike wo dwuma no aka kire ajantra for ma na odi om ne se me di ma pa me di ma satane ati asantimemu obi antuma ka se papa wo ye Jimmy ne ensesa no e na otena Gihok e na obon ntohwem e di nya 8 e di nkwasi asem aban asesa ne ye hwehwe ne nsemu. And the Kufuor investigating no. But you see, MP before any pebia, the moment on the boneno, all started to go after them, then they tried to make it to say, victims. You are under investigations. Say Yoko ba ufie so omo ba be search. Na omo the warrant ba no mo bo punu mu ganganya biye no mu wurem. But the moment you try to prevent law enforcement, omo authority or warrant to search you. Now, so what tries to over prevent your man? The law gives them the room or the chance, or the law gives them the authority to conduct that search. In the end, security operatives raid MPP Max Kofi Juma's home in Kumasi. Omangasa asasi radio na report here. Na Max Kofi Jumano, time Yoko for bad if you ono. Omo ba no obi epono no ma so wembi epono na amomo. And you see, moment here, so obe some mine. Now say you are under investigations. Now say the investigative team ne eba. Give them the room to do the warrant no omo search. The moment you try to prevent them from doing their job, they will do things you might not like. And the sense of entitlement no and no what ye nuanu bi ejimi fo bi say mutrim. Amadrium say me de Kumasi obi anim me de na me ye mayor me de obi anim say me ba ware Akufo-Addo ba me de na me obi anim say bi adwuma ge hokwasea emra na no wudi enya wo a yenim wo Kumasi na Kumasi ugina soro a hu he Kumasi nya bebia it do some time amom yambre nwase na entie say emra na ye de adwuma o Ghana say law enforcement agency and law enforcement for ba ofie say omo be conduct the investigations to search your house. Na eden na Yoko to me sorry keke say Ghana yenya jimini bia anko ni fi anko search ni say you are under investigations. And it's almost allow them look at the warrant and let them do their search. But the moment you try to prevent them, thinking say you want public sympathy, you want the MPP raccoons to come and speak on social media for you, it will not change the work they came to do. Because say NDC ni MPP ni radio so tiem na okan kwasi asem na say yebuyo yet it will not change the investigation the investigation it will still go on. It is Jimmy Fowe they need to investigate him so some cause 100 times a day they need to search his house 100 times a day. Oya comfort asantefo ne yan kan okre sanke kan okre pa ko bia ni asanteme obedi akwa wehu de obedi no obeka no asem papada. They all know. But only say asantini de ya nsi antuma gufi wa abontene. Edi Kofi Juma Jimmy Foi o Jimmy ne ya katakata so. Kofi Juma Jimmy ne ya katakata so. Adan ya nsi antuma gufi wa abontene. Na hwan na mesiri de wa abontene ma wo. Na ka ho asem. Huh? So I believe say Yoko for if they have to go search this guy 10,000 times they need to go there. Obia yebe search ufie the moment security agency beba no make sure warrant no let them in. So if you don't have anything to hide, let them come in. Let them go inside and do their search. Because Ghana for ya kobe 34 million. I didn't think pick search and you know already you are under arrest. You have been given bail. They are doing their investigation. So what's the big deal here? Ojen say more to social media ka say yako search obia and some stupid statement Rambo style and they have gone to somebody's house for Rambo style here mo de wunya hu check Norris style mpo Rambo mpo de so on that time no nwuram no nam and the bonu tu ana or the jashim mo de mo sheda hu Jet Li style da mo sheda hu Tompo ehu Kilasu mi style mo de mo say na Rambo style and they went to read his style a Rambo style ebedu pempenso ebedu cyborg style unim cyborg style munya hu bibi da mu wiye sika wiye di nkwasi asem ye na ye busa mu asem na ye totoma na mo de mu jimi keka nkwasi asem se ye nyini na tama okuta mic oge ho keka se wudi ma no na unu so wenyini ni pa fon sei oya santini nti enkan asem ena papa peyi toto o jimi ni hu Ghana for a very long time. This man has been fooling and he needs to go to jail and die in jail. I come for now there's this story making headlines we need to talk about. It's got to do with this guy called Michael Ochibefi. And a year constituency or war. We decided to say the regional minister no he will you see Mami ka bibi che Ghana for me akwa meti me ma me awunani ana igbeni however you want to say it me ma me free denu me papa efri ayeldo oyemfantini me akwa meti me nchen asantini bia wo Ghana menchen bununi bia o Ghana. Fantini bia ni Ghana o chen enzemani bia wo. Awunani bia ni Ghana o chen bununi ana o chen asantini. The same way asantini bia ni Ghana o chen awunani ana o chen bunini ana o chen kuapimni ana o chen enkrani. Enkrani bia ni wa o chen zmani. And let us get these things right. Tribe bia ni Ghana is superior, no tribe. You can be superior in your own head. And it is always good to feel big in your own shoes. But you feeling big in your shoes does not mean you are bigger than somebody. It is never possible. Now, Sir Brantier way, or ya debi Ghana, we need to be clear about it. Recently, Omeki comment to be about the regional minister, or ya a hard-working lady, or ya Ghanaian, and it's very important. The reason why I mean peba umiasem on any year before than training us and say they are very tribalistic. When Bawumia about Ghana politics, I didn't have an issue with him until 2024. He started being tribal. He started using religion to do politics. And then the mommy times Bawumia and maintain say as a person, I hate his style of politics. So another person I mean penasem crowd Ghana politics and Mustafa Hamid. And I've said this continuously on my show. Anybody who tries to use tribe and religion to do politics, I despise you. Mustafa Hamid, sir, Ofrina or Mozambique and Kenya, that is the beginning of meditating politics. And you see, there are people in Ghana, the NPP as a political party, from Tetino, that is how the party was built. They actually They put the party together. The base of the party, the mentality and ideology behind the party, it's about tribe. In Yimu, MPP, Jimmy, it does not matter the age of an MPP person. When it comes to tribal politics, when it comes to Yimu, when it comes to trying to denigrate people to feel superior, that is the party. The party. Now, this guy has made some statement to be, I'm a crop of him for the constituency. And that area, they have come out to tell this man, say, statement na omeki, a statement a denigrating a group of people who are also Ghanaians first. And it's denigrating a regional minister who is working in the interest of Ghana. For a member of parliament, what's not parliament? I say preko, yeah? Why is a preko? You have the experience to understand the say, kasebu wa yenka. Now, the Krobo chiefs Ababontine and responded to this foolish idiot or friend or Chibefi on a year New Jabin South. MP now as some way no kind and I'm going to respond to Sahan Kwasiadewe because the NPP is too foolish. Jimmy.
Baby, you pakundia do bia me na make a me show se me shan come so atonso. Say that be when we come onipa ne dia no
embassy agema no
ne dia cause jam na mu see e see we na be kire dia nye ne ka na regional minister no so se be ka fra che na wo regional minister we na be kire dia nye okufodia we okufodia ni na be kire dia nye na as regional minister wo fi bi no aba we akroboni na wo fi krobo no aba okufodia we be kire dia nye okufodia you can't
reta kosia je no de man
I would ade yesu so mu din se hu ade aba yom ho catch on say somebody say muna ono ne MC no ade e be yom okufodia no omunti o see enti no see ano omuso ne ewo.
You see, my man can be ansana mabo eye krobofo a omwo that area no I have no response to this guy. My man can be Emma eye MPP fo a omwo sa New Jabin South, Kofodia area, Honti Bibiase. Sa assassin motesono. Assassin ankasa, the original owners of Assassino. Na eye achim any equiapim ne guans for the neteso. Sa assassin motesona. Ochibe fi kwasi campaign wo opese o create impression bi say regional minister ne kroboni. Enti omu mbu krobofo no. Mameka bibi nkyerɛ mo saa asase na mote so no ɛyɛ achimfo ekuapemfo ene guans na ɔmo bɛtena asase no so modwabenfo na sebio mu bi madwene mu se mo ya asantefo no you should understand this asase na nya dwabenfo asase enti se mo metena TV so ana radio so na mote ho na mo ya mo nkwase politics na mo MPP fo na sa mo dwabenfo na mo ho no you should understand say mo ankasa no enya hompo na mo free yes eye kuapemfo guans ene eye achemfo omo na no mo asase ne so mo dwabenfo mo sa mo ya asantefo ene gine sa wokọ sa constituency na sa wo hwe sibi omo to aba na dwabenfo no mo ho no it does not matter eye impuntu juma NDC be no omo mentality bi say ya asantefo nti we are superior than krobofo mo ha we are superior than any other tribe nti ko ho na enkwasiade omo mu bi ye no sa na omo ye no ho but senka wo hwe ma omo no mo ye the lesser tribe omo krampo na omo ya hoho e wo sa asase ne so. So this fool like this trying to denigrate the regional minister because of a kroboni no o si bi o kan no o say kroboni kwasiampanyi na sa asase no ye say eye dwabenfo dia. So history no kind here. Go back and check the people who came to build that land before mo adwene am say ye dwabenfo ye de ye chi e asantefo no so mo nchi ya asantefo mo kwa santememu. But you see the stupidity of some of you people no mo de sa area ho no mo pese mo bu krobofo so mo nya nipa asase ne kikire na krobofo na kikire asase no upe hard working people e wo sa area e krobofo. But you see, we are not supposed to do these things because a nipa network I was saying you live in harmony. Krobo for aware adwabin for equipping for aware krobo for action for aware. So you as a leader, you don't talk like a pig. But if you really want to go down, mo dwabin for na mu so mo asante for mu tirimu no mu begin say mu ye nipa because you see for a very long time Sir, they have never respected Kroboforum Wohono. In terms say a whole regional minister, you saw the way this pig was referring to her or no Kroboni. Na kwasiampanyi, wona also ya dwabini no, uni baby free. Because asasina wote so no, na ekuapem ne achemfo ene guans na neti asasine so. Ansa na mo de pata pa ba ho. Enti ye kampa asasine kwampo no wo ye hoho. Now Krobofo ahemfo no are responded to sir Prokoi, let's go listen to them.
After independence was Emmanuel Tete Kobo of blessed memory, under whose instrumentality Koforia received massive development. Major retired Tete, also a son from the land, was minister of the region. We also announce to you that Nene Sakite II, paramount chief of Manyakoro, is currently serving as the president of the Eastern Regional House of Chiefs. It is important making statements that promote divisiveness and instead champion unity and peaceful coexistence. Failure of which we shall activate lawful actions to draw national attention to what we consider as backward. And
you see, these people are informing Krobofona Ombekasa. They never spoke against anybody. Omo Krampona Yakase Tiomono. Omo this year Krampo regional minister no. Upon all the insult, Akwasiampe was a prequel. Ekatre eye Krobofono. They didn't come out insulting the guy. They were still calling for harmony, us living together as one people. But we say, wait, Jimmy. Me say, and now go for your area where. So I drop him for the mentality they say yes antifo. Enti omono ubetima go for Yesu. Ababy bia momo. They have the MPP mentality say, yeni pacha omo. So uko wa. they see other tribes so omo yankwasiafo no me nipa enti na a whole MP obedi so ontumi nya ade ba akopɔ ho enso utumi omo dwabemfo de bi omo agim no they still vote for this idiot because omo tirim no we die oya dwabini into oya nipa chen kroboni onim nyansa na akwa we on a normal day how can he compare himself to the regional minister? Kwasiawe on 2 occasions, election occasions, okachre dwabemfo say, oh, me nko biom. Edu 2 days me akoto about simpenifo afre me. Ohun so mo agimi because sorry no akọ wedding. Sorry no akọ eyie. E kire obi enka say, oh, ye jollof no akọ tenase. Ne politics no ye no sa no ye no. Kwasia bi ye no akọ tenase. Kwasia bi engagement no akọ tenase. On for development mba, on for hwemba. Ena dwabemfo bi no mo agimi no. Almost sorry, where they don't look for people who are ready to work and help the place. Regional minister ne oba osaye kroboni nkwade they will never respect her upon their obeying no matter what this woman would do for these people no sa dwabemfo ni bi adwene omo ya asantefo into omo ye nipa chen krobofo na omo kofodia and that is what is playing out and no na kwasia we entumi ankan sha obetena TV so a boldly okachire regional minister say ono kroboni no kwasia na wo ye hwan kwasia mpani te say wo enya politics a wo hwan na wo chen wo eye sa asase so because asase na nkasa eye guans ekuapemfo ene achemfo na ete so mo eye den mo eye dwabemfo a mo se mo ye dwabemfo sa mo ye asantefo mo tunku asantefo kromo but you see these are not things we have to be doing because MPP no mo Jimmy and still ubenya nipa mama koto abama ochinwe Jimmy Fowe, the Oyana say, a wedding not yasia, a year not yasia, Soroku not yasia, Weba will not yasia, on Fon Puntuba, Anna, Omo Jimmy Sudinachi. Into who Obano, the regional minister is intimidating him because Nyan said that Obani Timno, any Jumo Oyeno, or man who said, and Torre done Netono, why is the precord on them news grabbing south war? And Tosha a bon and antemuno. Why say prekwa ya sano and on a new jabbing. Ne fu any hypertension a jareno or Niminyan Sebia on for Bibia Messi. But say, oh, a politician, no Niminyansa. Now, Ujidi say, Nipa Omoto constituency, no, there are different kinds of people, different tribes. You don't make such a reckless statement. But over the day, Ubehu MPP ni not be no defend because it is politics. Ubehu MPP ni ba small boy, small girl, papa peyin toto na o defend kwasiye kase o kan ye all because of politics. And then the Bamkache Ghana for say MPP for muso o mo Jimmy. Mun study o mo kwara ni nyina o mo Jimmy. Mo mo be 10 years in kanu mo bodam. That is the NPP. On a normal day, you don't have to get any rational human being going out there to call this guy my member of parliament. Never. But you see, politics necessary, dynamics necessary. The education it is not about where you are from. It is not about the religion you join. It is about what you bring to the table. The regional minister na edena odeba table no so. Regional minister na adwumu papa ben na odeba. Impuntu bi ho na obeto aso. Edi adwuma die na odi. These are the things we have to sit and look at. Ediena odeba. Inti if the woman is coming na or kroboni or teni or uneni na so odimpuntu ba. Why should a member of parliament Kwasiampenyi say to be better radio so kase ono kroboni no na buofunu dwabini o chan kroboni Kwasiampenyi tribe ni be na Ghana o chan kroboni udwabe informa na omo ho efe chan krobo forma asam na abantira na kede na dwabini kase na ho efe chan kroboni asam na aba politics na yetan na yemumusu ye jiminti amani pa bi abom ho abumfia ala Kwasiafo bi a omo ya manfrafo abeje o masase aboso. Because mobile no na krobofo so that the disrespect and ye didi mo ade babedru ama members of parliament adani nyan. There are so many sellers. Your community sinkitikiti tribes sinkitikiti akwasia we every election year no twa mama betwama no kwasia mpanyi we etumi ko sa constituency no yati dwabemfo nkwa na tuma na enya dwabemfo nkwa krobofo tuma no ye we kwapemfo mo hotuma no achemfo kwasia we na mukrom we ende odi krobofo atem election time duru a oba begina ka se oh munyina ye eyi krofo duafo mombra ne enkoto aba ne enfa MPP mra aboa election year no na mo na obusa oh munyina mombra ye nipa baako. And when you go there, that is what they do. Go to New Sub-Jobbing South. settlers omo Central Koforidua uko sa areas ni nyina go and see the different tribes and so kwasia we as a member of parliament we be na no say no ono kroboni no kwasia na krobofo nyina omo ho ka so mo to aba mo a o je sampi betuma wini pa ho kwasia mpanyi hwe uko wa your suburbs bebre ho communities bebre your baby a friend no Trom your baby a friend Agavenya and Lot Town. These are all settling towns. Some of them sa and Lot Town no ene sa ekurama boy eye Trom ene diaka eka no omo nyina ba together no beto aba makwasia we. But you see ene ono agasa eyi no to wa mo nyina tia se omu omo so mu ye nipa omu eye obi a onya dwabini se onya nipa kwasia 2024 uko jina ko campaign 2028 nkwasiafo mo di nipa beko se ye nyina ye nipa baako mo krobofo nyina mo mbra metoma MPP ye be kai omo kwasiato ye be kai krobofo no ye be kai ahonafo no ye be kai gwanfo no ye be kai other tribes omo wo constituency wo se mo nkwasiafo ka so mo nya nipa inwan mo tie MPP no man se moa man se ntwamoa. You don't think selective kind of politics na bebia wodui wo fi we no ho yare ugina wa aisa ankore nipa finta oye adankoma so de miensa obetwa hwe kwasempa yiwe oye adankoma so de 5 obewu na obono obeso o kire nipa bi se ebi mu ye o kire bi se ebi mu ye lesser human beings. But we are here ono na ka kire mu 2024 say oh ahemfo bi na kasa we de onko biem yete ha me akomanyina che ye twen kwasia we. The time will come you be remind no Yabema MPP for atiase se krobofo omo news Dwabin South omo Koforidua anwonafo no mo ho no Gwans no mo ho no eye other tribes omo no omo nyankwasiafo because omo koto abama mu wi meka se na anwonafo nkwasiafo ne na eye krobofo nkwasiafo ne we are here time ni duru a yebeka ye omo kwasiafo Pioto esa mesre Pioto is still, remember, Big Push is ongoing. Arnold is on the road. Big Push is still ongoing.
I am coming to you from Ofanko to Nsawam Road. But I just want to show you from Ofanko to the Pokwase interchange bit. All right? Ofanko to Pokwase interchange. Road neatly done, completed with the road markings in place. Medians have been taken care of, and this is what you see.
God bless our homeland, Ghana. Bless our homeland, Ghana. Make our nation great and strong, both to defend forever the cause of freedom and of our rights. God bless our homeland, Ghana. Make our nation great and strong, both to defend forever the cause of freedom and of our rights. God bless our homeland, Ghana. Hey, God bless our.
Don't forget, they be a better reminder. The Big Push is still ongoing. Juma who is here John Dramani Mahama, then Sanwe Juma. Wakacham say he's going to change the face of Ghana. Ghana is under construction. Juma na who the Big Push. Juma di bino no. They be a better reminder of some of the jobs. Yabe akaivi bibia, and this was done by Arnold. He's traveling around the nation. He's making sure or documenting every single Big Push project. Now, yabetanaswa yabema Ghana for the NDC and why the NDC needs to continue with or without John Dramani Mahama. The vision is supposed to be one. Memaka. So we NDC ni now believe in the vision of John Mahama. Forget, you don't have my support. The only people who get my support are people who are willing and ready to follow the vision, believe, continue the vision of John Mahama. Into our junior also NDC near automatically Emao Enya Obia or supported the vision of John Mahama. The people who support the vision of John Mahama are the people I support. It makes sure you are in line to support John Mahama's vision. You being NDC Kekere does not make you somebody who supports the vision. Into Memo be nadao. So Obe who said Jumadi Obe Tuma Twaso for the next 20 years. John Mahama, Ajuna done it Obe Tuma Twaso for the next 20, 30 years. Sir. It is only people who are ready to follow through to make sure they continue the vision of John Dramani Mahama with or without John Mahama. Into any of your NDC Nibian supported John Mahama ideas. And remember, the people who support John Mahama's vision are the people we support. Memaka, Nyan said that John Mahama Trimno, why already said Obe Tapasa Nyansano, Edi Abuano, Emana Twaso, whether he is there or not, no, you are the person I see. You are a replica of John Mahama. It get this straight. John Dramani Mahama's vision is what we are protecting. John Mahama's vision is what we are fighting and protecting. If you don't believe in the vision of John Mahama, whether you are NDC or not, I will never support you. Fall in line, believe in the vision, be part of the team, and let us believe that you believe in what John Mahama believes in. Without that, we will make sure those who believe in John Mahama's vision are the people who succeed John Mahama. With or without John Mahama, we will make sure say John Mahama's vision is protected. So get this in your head. Now, Momi and Twaso, there's this jandama I want us to kill, and it is about Samia Uku. Samia Uku is a young politician. And so we study Samia Uku very well. Or one diabolic politician. What he does is say, why say anomako kone okohunu nsuo na wabafia bekasa hwan ekohunu nsuo. You see, time na Samia Uku eye NPP National Youth Organizer no. Sa time na enibie pansha da mbaye. The young people of Ghana could not fact check people, could not analyze statements. So people like Samia Uku, they got it so easy. And it's at a point now, a man for between says Samia Uku was a good national youth organizer. No, it was because it was that system was very weak. Anybody could get away with any nonsense. And that is how Samia Uku became NPP4, where the youth organizer. One of the most timid youth organizers of the NPP is Samia Uku. But you see, time Samia Uku be a youth organizer of the NPP, no. Now Ghana as a nation, no. Now Jandam now build out to the point that people did not really want the MDC in power. It made his Jandam and his lies look like no credit. Most of the young people around this Samia Uku, you know, they worked on their own. It wasn't because Samia Uku carries some aura. He never had it. Samia Uku is not a politician who can stand before you for you to feel said where the aura be one ho okuta charisma bia. He is somebody you can believe. It was Samia Uku time and NPP National Youth Organizer. That was when Nana Opoku-Agyeman, the vice president today, introduced the idea say we should start distributing sanitary pads to lower schools and kwara omubu omonsano omubetumi de den omubetumi de esiesi omo. Samia Uku at that point as a young man na odimba echi edimma tatanko for girlfriends no obetena TV so catch the Ghana say John Mahama ne NDC at the part no kwakoye dru. You see, it was because the system was weak. We could not question people's intelligence. We could not sit and question them about the statements they made. It daft, timid, people like Samia Uku were able to go through the cracks without people questioning their level of intelligence. Now, as time went on, people got to know Sadabi. These were people we thought to say, they are smart. But you see, sometimes when somebody with one eye, when he finds himself, he's find himself or herself with people without eye, those people are seen as the light or the brilliant people or the messiahs. And that is what happened when Samia Uku became the national youth organizer of the NPP. Because majority of the people don't know the young people like Nana Bimo, most of them were daft. So they could not believe, say, Samia Uku, they were supposed to, at that point, automatically rally behind him and say the best national youth organizer. But so who analyzing this check his level of reasoning, consistency in when it comes to contributing on floor of parliament or even national discourse. You could see say he's flat. That's the fact. The Abwa Samia Uku Manabedua is he's very good at paying media. When Samia Uku got into politics, when he became the National Youth Organizer, his prime job was to make sure he sorted the media well. And it's a what study Samia Uku in politics, Odi Bone, Okodi Obiyire, Oyesika Kra. Hardly do you hear the media get on him because he adopted that strategy of paying every media house. It is Samia Uku's political life, it has always been about pay to go through. It is recently Naman 4 started analyzing Samia Uku say, is this guy as credible? Sometimes, or to me contribute to Obusan say, is this the Samia Uku people were making noise about to say he is so consistent and smart? It's the same way as Kojo Oponkroma. First, I know T radios, so many Ghanaians thought Kojo Oponkroma was intelligent. But once recently, when you sit down and you listen to him, he's a true and poor big head. He is not smart, he's not intelligent, but it is because it is the MPP. Anytime I say there are so many people in the MPP, Omi executives they will not even get a year shoe paper or NDC. I'm telling you for a fact. There are so many people who became national executives in the MPP. In the NDC, they will not even get a shoe shiners or NDC. And it is clear. So gradually, we are beginning to see say MPP for even the young ones are more foolish than the old ones. Now, Samia Uku has started some jandambi. And remember how Samia Uku got into parliament. We kua or or dikoji a seat ewe kuapim ho. Na onwane party munipa obano contest ya obey ku on crime say some people should go after her. Na onwane embran crime. It was Samia Uku's manipulation. That he did all that. Or you sue media to go after that lady because that lady money very uncomfortable with her. And then at the end of the day, they forced the lady out to come to Okankwe to come and contest. And until Samia Uku pressurizing lady na manifio. So it wasn't because Samia Uku was smart. It was because Samia Uku was making a lot of money at NLA. He was paying the chiefs and they started revolting against the lady. On part munipo. That is what Samia Uku did. Until he built a coup within. That is how Samia Uku got that Equiapim seat. It was not because Samia Uku is intelligent or brilliant. Samia Uku knew. So when you parliamentary immunity, NLA contractor signing and a boy and Obeko jail. So he did the same thing Kingsley Agyemang did. And Odistikano Ekoto seat, But the lady was so stupid to the point say she was not supposed to leave that seat to come contest another seat in Rukankwe. So Samia Uku, he manipulated the seat. He manipulated the chiefs. He used money to build a coup or start a coup no equiapim ho. And I started Kejetia him for and almost started Tata and then he forced his party, national executives, to start going after the lady and telling the lady, say, why did she come to Accra to go search for another seat? Samia Uku manipulated the system from behind. I am telling you the NPP how they work. But power necessary, NPP for they are looking for scandal so badly. And you see, in politics, credibility is very important. The main reason Tia John Mahama, Ghana for Samano, another nod to lead Ghana is because John Dramani Mahama has been consistent. At a point we realize they say Ghana for who said they can take the word of John Mahama. They can trust John Mahama. Into credibility and consistency are very important in politics. Say, oh, a politician now, oh, you're inconsistent. Oh, tai chatro. Oh, tai ewo idea be say, oh, de atrobe da Ghana for. Na ebedu point na Ghana for be who say, sana what here you are done. And that is what Samia Uku dems are trying to do. They are trying to copy the Afenyomakin and the kinds now almost MPP to say about Omiamono. Like the idea and then they say, chatro. And the more we chatro, the more the MPP base will come to like you. But at this point, I was saying Samia Uku likes the TSC say, if we are start to that point, say, you cannot just come, lie, and walk. That is terrible. As a member of parliament, I offer will say, oh dear, working kind, unim adie, unim nyansano. There are some basic things you don't do. You don't try to malign a government. Untumi shouldn't chatro, say ube go abang masi. Because your political future ahead of you, the decision you make this today, and then a bit decided so politics, ube came and I say unkem. Samia Uku eya DB, and you see, Okotena City FM, and even before he went to sit on City FM, Okojina social media etwa to Maritime Authority. So he basically manufactured lies. He knew say Asamna Okano, it was a lie, but you see, he wanted to create scandal. He wanted to make sure say we go abandon mercy. Into the oya and say he decided to create pieces of onwani imagination and creating say a story. Kind courtesy Oman hene kobna sante yere ejuma Maritime Authority. And the strategy is that MP before person use Oman hene kobna sante ne yere to destroy the Maritime Authority and do what? And destroy the NDC government. And the NDC people, they know. Oman hene kobna sante no tia sempano. Eya ono na MPP for use ne yere na or Maritime Authority. The certification, any resume is questionable. No, sa lady na MPP for use no or Maritime Authority to try and disgrace the CEO, disgrace the leadership, and disgrace the government. And so what they are doing is say, Oman Kobna Sante Yerena or Maritime Authority, no, she is the one they are using. I need to bring her picture to show you people. Now, Diana Samia Uku ye. Samia Uku in these few days has started a DB. From nowhere, Samia Uku said, Wachole Takoma RTI. From nowhere, Samia Uku said, vessel be abatema. Na sa vessel no, abatema no, and Maritime Authority for che vessel no. Na vessel no, na egruboni ne wom, na cocaine ne gum, and on about social media, or about Facebook, and on manipulating lies. Lies now manipulating, you know. When you read some part of the lies, and he posted this on his own page, Samia Uku, his own page. When he posted this, we read some part of it or say, GMA, Ghana Maritime Authority, is to find ships that are found to be non-compliant with the relevant regulations. GMA is also to take necessary measures to get non-compliant ships to remedy all identified deficiencies. Or say, oh, Ghana Maritime Authority for a yomo no, a yoma sediano no, say ship be aba Ghana, or say ship no, embrabia or say film, and I say a year procedure be or say film no, or some making sure say, or my supervisor my ship no, after sa procedure no, ship be aba Ghana biano, a Maritime Authority for Juma, DSA or some year, because or no or say or the committee be so parliament, muntie do I. Into our church running seven or say, oh, under the watch of President John Dramani Mahama, you see. So right now, the idea is that opeso gu Mahama hu fin, opeso ogu NDC hu fin. In the article, no, he wants it to look like say under John Mahama, no, a ship be another vessel be aba Ghana cocaine woman, Maritime Authority for Ashama ship na sako, abra oman charge ship no. Samia who could have started this idea with you. Now see under the watch of President John Mahama in July 2025, or see last year, TMA, or see last year, assembly see last year. Now under the watch of John Mahama, on politics omoye, en kwasiade we ya no maya de parliament. Only credibility, but maybe show the reason why Samia Uku any credibility. Now he goes on to say this: a vessel MV Sankofa was in the waters of Ghana. That vessel was arrested by GMA for breaching almost all regulatory prescriptions. At the time of her arrest, the vessel was flying under the flag of Sao Tome. However, without any official records of how the GMA applied the sanctions prescribed by law for such breaches, the vessel was allowed to sail out of Ghana. In an interesting twist, this same vessel has been arrested in Senegal for allegedly transporting illicit drugs after it sailed from the shores of Ghana. In email correspondence between Senegal and Ghana, meaning he has the correspondence, or purchase say ship be befa Ghana ha. Na ship ne fa ne Sankofa. Na sa ship no NDC for ne man ship ne befa ha. Na Maritime Authority for na making sure say ship no emra e wo say fam search e wo say fam nyina no. Omo sheda na oman hwe a ship no e cocaine ana illicit drug bi efa Ghana ha ko na ship no na sebio South Tome for ship. Na o say ship na 2025 July no eye sa ship no ekopie Senegal no ene e che ship ne say ship no eye cocaine ni enumoni gum Samia Uku na eka o Samia Uku say sa ship na ba Ghana na I say on na ka say NDC for jama ship no koye na ship no yakoche ship no Senegal na ship no na cocaine wom and the NDC 2025 July and asem we see ye na Samia Wuku kasa no say exchange email exchange between Senegal for and Ghana for no ono Samia Wuku no or was sa email exchange of emails no onim information ni nyina. Now already on one statement on Facebook nyomo chiro na at this point he said this yankan we kan. I say, in an interesting twist, this same vessel has been arrested in Senegal for allegedly transporting illicit drugs after it sailed from the shores of Ghana. In email correspondence between Senegal and Ghana that I have cited, or see, there's been email exchange between Ghana and Senegal for authority. No, on one case I have cited. Bro, for no case I have cited out the Nikos or the email correspondence. No, or say Ghana Medical Authority denied that the vessel, despite flying under the flag of Ghana, is not registered in Ghana. In my capacity as a member of Parliament for the good people of Okuapem North, the Vice Chairman of Parliament Committee on Public Administration and State Interest, I will be filing a request for information to the GMA for answers to the following questions. It was say onwangasa or a parliamentarian or the committee so na onwa be file RTI ono email a ohu ye no nenikosua hu ye no e kire pefe se eye sa ship na be fa Ghana no na cocaine wo mu a ya nche no e man ko pie Senegal a ye che ship no. These are the questions. Vessel entry identification. On what date did the M. Sankofa enter Ghana territorial waters? What was the first port of call, docking for the vessel in Ghana? Under which national flag? That is Sankofa enter Ghana. Under which national flag did Sankofa depart Ghana? On what date did Sankofa depart Ghana territorial waters? Arrest and enforcement actions. Just or send the questions in Yunani into scandal BSC. This is Samia Wuku. He went further to sit on City News. And creating on Wankasa ne scandal because he's bent by Omiama Kachiro say Omon China mon find it at Shrobingua by so send a beya a ringi wa MPP for bitrim normally ananti say Nesi Yachiko Kade into Samia Ukumu now their manufacturing scandal Osako City Echo Tuan and Semnoso.
The International Maritime Organization is underpinned by 4 main pillars. One, the International Maritime, that's the maritime pollution, the safety of life at sea, the Maritime Labor Convention, and that's a standard of certification and watch keeping for seafarers. So the 4 pillars that underpins the International Maritime Organization, clearly if you look at the laws that goes with it, this particular vessel had violated it. The various fines that they were supposed to pay amounts to almost 12 million cedis. And Ghana had every right to detain that particular vessel. That particular vessel, strangely, was left to go. I am not too sure if the fines were paid. I'm not too sure under which condition did they allow this vessel to leave Ghana. And when the vessel was leaving Ghana, it was under which flag or state flag did it exit the shores of Ghana? Because as I told you, you cannot be stateless. It must be a particular country's flag or registry that you belong to. So this went quiet. This was July last year. This vessel went to Rome, like moved within the West African coast, and finally, before Easter, just some few weeks ago, this vessel was arrested in Senegal. When the vessel was arrested in Senegal, the Senegalese sent the Ghanaian authorities an email, and I quote, it says, "Dear Sir, Madam, Senegalese maritime authorities are currently monitoring the vessel MV Sankofa, flying the Ghanaian flag, suspected of involvement in drug trafficking." This was the email from Senegal to Ghana. Pursuant to Article 17, flag state authorization of the United Nations Convention Against Illicit Traffic in Narcotics, Drugs, and Psychotropic Substances, we request your confirmation that this vessel is registered in the National Maritime Register of the Republic of Ghana. If so, we urgently request your consent to conduct a vessel boarding, including document verification and cargo inspection. We would appreciate your prompt response and any specific instructions or conditions you may wish to provide. This was the email sent by the Senegalese authorities to Ghana. Ghana then responds and says, we do not know this vessel. This vessel is not in our registry. But this was the same vessel that was within the territorial borders and waters of Ghana, violating all the maritime laws of our country, shipping laws of our country, left to go and now involved in international drug trafficking. So I have invoked the provisions under the RTI and requesting the Ghana Maritime Authority to formally furnish me with the details of the various questions that I have.
So you see, sir, in some occasions, it's based on Osi email and even his own statement from the beginning. May a journalist number 2, I will just ask you, from your own statement, you said the vessel, when it left Ghana, it went to Rome, and finally ended up in Senegal. So if a vessel, even, let's say a vessel about Ghana, and the two Ghana, and go straight to Senegal, and a ship no echo Rome and a Senegal, and I can say, almost a drugs woman, how can you sit in Ghana and say that vessel, about Ghana, no? Say, because some Senegalese authorities say they suspect, they did not even say in the letter, in the email say, we have intercepted this ship, we have basically docked the ship, all because we intercepted this amount of drugs in the ship. They are suspecting, meaning the Senegalese are questioning and asking. They don't even have the facts in post say, ship no mo chin or Senegal, a draw woman I say dronim. Now, if you yourself saying say, ship no a free Ghana, no, it's roamed for some time and ended up in Senegal. How can you conclude to say you are writing a letter to RTI? Now, he's basing the statement to say, the Maritime Authority responding to Senegalese and they say, we don't know the ship. That is his own thing. Now, you cannot prove say ship was carrying, if even the ship was in Ghana, you cannot even prove that the ship was carrying any illicit drug in Ghana. So how do you go on radio? It's all say, say journalists not smarter. The first question I'll ask you is, from your own comment, you said a ship left Ghana and roamed and ended up in Senegal. And they suspect that the ship is carrying illicit drugs. So what is the probability that this ship that came to Ghana had illicit drug on board? So you cannot sit in Ghana and conclude and start to say, now the Maritime Authority should give you a log of the ship because you believe the ship was here. You are writing to RTI to force Maritime Authority to give you information. It looks like you are stupid. You don't even know what you are talking about. Anka ship no a move free hano. If it had gone straight to Senegal, you would have said, okay, Senegal for Bekacho say, we have intercepted drugs on this ship. And from the ship log or travel log, the last place that this ship moved from was Ghana. So that ship, that is why we are questioning. Now, for all you know, the Senegalese authority, they have written this same emails to 17 African countries because maybe the ship docked in 7 African countries before it ended up in Senegal. So on a normal day, every authority will be like, okay, if Yachi's ship way or Senegal, now let's track the ship. Now they have a generic email. Ejina Togo, Ejina Cote d'Ivoire, Ejina Nigeria, and Abedu Senegal. Now let us write to all these people and track how the ship got here. So when you see an email like that, it does not automatically say the ship actually docked in Ghana, offloaded something, or maybe loaded something and left the shores of Ghana. Now the Ghana Maritime Authority is telling you that this particular ship wasn't in our territories. Now, when we say our water territories, a ship can pass through our territories without docking at the shores of Ghana. For you to go on radio to say, because of that scandal, but udim dia yapa, or not go to radio so misinform Ghana phone. That is what they do. The idea was that mamenko abontene na menko misinforming kofo na menko twa intro ento eyedien. Mamini nkan ko twa intro ento NDC for so. Me try intro ni wie na se your bloggers ne fa Now your communicators no echo TV so no kotwa atro no fam atro no ho a ade chia I will do something simple into nim de okodi atro no wie no ade chia no say oh we release the letter akoma eye RTI for adentira or say letter no atro by no ono ankasa withdraw. This guy has no credibility. He's a criminal. These are people without any credibility. In the end, ade chia or say oh what throw letter na or throw say or record because before you write to RTI it means you have your facts right. Now, this is what he wrote. Date national said 13th of May 2026. 13th of April 2026. The Chief Executive, Ghana Maritime Authority. Obina na onu obusa Maritime Authority questions no. And Samia Wuku asa actual letter kuma Maritime Authority say omunye bibi dia na watro withdrawal of letter. Letter na otro na obusa questions no. Withdraw letter no. This is not a credible human being. This guy can never be an honorable person. This guy is a filthy liar. Now, they don't letter him. I write in my capacity as the Member of Parliament for Equiapim North constituency and Vice Chairman of the Committee on Public Administration and State Interest to formally withdraw my earlier correspondence reference MP 26026 dated 13th April 2026 and addressed to your office. I respectfully request that the said letter be treated as withdrawn with immediate effect and that its content be disregarded accordingly. I regret any inconvenience this may cause and appreciate your cooperation. Signed by who? Samuel Awuku, MP, Equiapim North Constituency, Chairman, Vice Chairman, Committee on Public Administration and State Interest. So you see, we didn't call radio so, we didn't show nyomegu Facebook, we didn't say abani ding, adechinya also let an outro and withdraw. Bonina wodi and we and that is the strategy of the NPP. He's a horrible human being. And he was forcing a scandal. And this is what they are doing. This is what Bawumia is telling them to do. Go out there, put some fake news in the system. Letter because in some radio they are not going to see this letter. Or they go about and this idiot will go and sit there and tell you, say, me honorable member. This is a criminal. He cannot be treated as somebody who is credible. Radio say, scandal be this is what is there. He's lying. That is what they are going to do from now. Okay, can somewhere was say, oh, my withdrawal letter no, and he did not apologize to anybody. This guy is supposed to come on national television, kneel on the ground, and apologize to the president and the whole of Ghana. Because one, he has basically destroyed the reputation of the Maritime Authority around the world and destroyed the reputation of this government. Was say because whatever he did on radio, he did on social media, it is already out there. He's the vice chairman of that committee. Was say anything. We're creating impression here to the team say Abano, they are holding or hosting vessels that carry illicit drugs, and that is not right. So why should we allow such foolish people to be leading us in parliament? Why should we allow this to happen? Okay, on some of your politics, the NPP are foolish. They are diabolic. They want to do everything possible to destroy John Mahama and embarrass people who have been given jobs to do. The idea is simple. Yengu Maritime Authority boss enumguase. Yengu John Mahama enumase. Na yen say about anything. Now we are there we now we just say, oh, there's no problem. Then we sit here and hail you. So a big push, is still ongoing. Arnold is on the ground.
Asphalting is happening live and direct, and we're showing it to you. The process, the engineers, there's someone using, I don't know if it's a liquid or a spirit. He's spraying the tires so that they don't get stuck on the coal. And also, you have the trucks tipping the asphalt into the machine, and it's just so beautiful. I wish you could be here to see it live, but since you're not here, I'm presenting it to you. I am reaching you from Patema. This is the whole Tuaflau Road, and it is seeing massive progress, massive advancement, and I'm excited to see what I'm seeing, because I was here 3 months ago. That was in November, and this wasn't happening at all. In fact, the road was as terrible as you could describe it. But now, Kejetia, the big push, and with the decision to ensure that all the regions have very good roads to open up economic activities across the entire nation, who is having its fair share of the national cake. And this road is gradually becoming a new baby once again.
God bless our homeland, Ghana. Bless our homeland, Ghana. Make our nation great and strong, both to defend.
Asphalting is happening live and direct, and we're showing it to you. The process, the engineers, there's someone using, I don't know if it's a liquid or a spirit. He's spraying the tires so that they don't get stuck on the coal. And also, you have the trucks tipping the asphalt into the machine, and it's just so beautiful. I wish you could be here to see it live, but since you're not here, I'm presenting it to you. I am reaching you from Patema. This is the whole Tuaflau Road, and it is seeing massive progress, massive advancement, and I'm excited to see what I'm seeing, because I was here 3 months ago. That was in November, and this wasn't happening at all. In fact, the road was as terrible as you could describe it. But now, Kejetia, the big push, and with the decision to ensure that all the regions have very good roads to open up economic activities across the entire nation, who is having its fair share of the national cake. And this road is gradually becoming a new baby once again.
God bless our homeland, Ghana. Bless our homeland, Ghana. Make our nation great and strong, both to defend.
The big push is ongoing. There be a update too on what is happening. Who Ekwaninye, don't get it twisted. The NDC government, led by John Mahama, Omabase Sagana, Omobebua Ghana. Slowly, we are getting there. We are weaving, we are putting the nation together, we are intertwining, we are trying to make sure, say, John Dramani NDC, Asomamaka, through, say, big push, Ebesisan. Remember, they are still on course, they are making sure, say, what they want to do, they will do it. And don't get it wrong, this is John Mahama's vision. This is a vision of NDC, Ghana. So it is going to go on. Every single part of this nation is under construction. And Arnold will be giving us update every single week. Or the videos in the we will update you how work is ongoing, the progress, every single road in Ghana. No, we will update you more and more Ghana, more outside Ghana. You can rely on Arnold to collaborate with Loud Silence TV to be giving you all the updates. And I promise you, every day, every week, we will be updating you how far Ejumaneko. The road minister, Mr. Abuja, is exceptional. He's doing an exceptional job. He's concentrating on the job and he's making sure contractors are paid and doing what they have to do best. And that is constructing solid roads that can last for years. And that is what we are all supporting as a people or as a nation. Now, Momayanfa Jumadi and Diakano and Twaso. You are still live on Loud Talents TV. My producers are called The Ghost Team. This show is a solid show. Facts, delete, upload it, Now, we need to also understand, say, apomudin munsem and the asempa abesi. John Mahama ni NDC abawe omude ensempa and ebaye. And the health minister, Mr. Komna Akando, one Mr. Ofusukwachi, and in the history of the Republic of Ghana, it been seen that a government has been able to import medical equipment, over 24,000 different kinds of equipment. They share in hospitals, different kinds of hospitals to make sure, say, the primary health care now, or China, John Dramani Mahama Ebelanchino, it takes off smoothly. Now, and the whole country, we were in shock from what we saw. Mekacha will say, Abanwe, Abba to undo Nyoma Bibria NPP. Sebio, Omwa say Krono, they came to correct all the mistakes. Young United Kroma, for 8 years, we never saw the NPP government, the health minister Ajma Menu, and whoever was at the health ministry retool a single hospital in Ghana. But in a space of just a year and 4 months, the NDC government, they are retooling hospitals. In fact, Endra and the health minister Kejetia say, Agenda 111, no, they are even looking at making sure 10 this year will be completed. And that is a government that is ready to continue. The government that is ready to expand. It is not being selective about what to touch and what not to touch. In the John Mahama Albino, they are even trying everything possible to make sure, say, by the end of this year, Agenda 111, Ekufuor and MPP and Twins, they will be able to build 10. This is reason. This is wisdom. This is serving the people. And history was made. Health Minister Kobna Mintka Akando, together with Minister of State for Government Communication, Felix Ofosu-Kwakye, has inspected materials at a mega waterhouse warehouse in Tema, earmarked for the construction of free primary healthcare centers nationwide. The visit forms part of an ongoing tour of project sites, including a facility under construction at Medina. Yenyina Ochna, the President of the Republic, will be basically launching the free primary healthcare. Now, free primary healthcare now, and the Abai ba Ghana Nibia, so omu rolling out. Ubetumako Hospital, they will take care of you first to make sure, say, you are stable before they look at your condition critically and see, say, whether you will need external help, you will need a Ghana insurance card to be able to take care of that Yarena Abono. Say Yaria Esun, change the primary health care to be taken care of her. Then the health insurance comes in. And known as John Mahama Diaba. So now John Mahama is making the medical access very easy. Now, because Omobabe see a lot of the primary healthcare centers around the nation, this government today are importing materials and equipment into Felix Ofosu-Kwakye the page on Facebook. You see clearly, in addition to the 24,000 pieces of hospital equipment to be distributed to various health facilities across the country as part of the free primary health care program to be launched tomorrow, 350 health posts will be put in public places such as bus stations, markets, schools, among others. Now, to make basic health care accessible to all, including the 35% of Ghanaians who are not on the National Health Insurance Scheme. Now, the Alban way and say, free primary health care, no? Ochna, the President of the Republic, John Dramani Mahama, Ebelanchino. What is going to happen is say, sa equipment here, be equipment are see health posts around the nation. Now the health posts, you see your hospital, a school, you see your lorry stations, you see your market. So these are primary health care stations, mini clinics. Sabio, why you can walk in there. Now equipment na the best side way and they are crabba. John Mahama Bell Lanchin or China. Now around the nation, almost started making sure say health post baby obekobi ebi into hododo bibika krayo kata biacho headache bi you can enter there the oyiano Ghana card send your bear betu access so near the oko na say bia show okata no ana cold dry or na malaria kakra no na later hu say bia cancer na wenya dan ne ebusa say o health insurance card wen eno ne be say insurance card no e cover yare kwan kro kese no it basic yare bi to say basic yare no there and the aban way John Mahama aban is coming in to save in Ghana no as we speak nipa be 35% Ghana oha enchichemu eduasa enum no omu nyina ni national health insurance but there then say sa free primary health care we no we are Ghana ni na at this moment only health insurance card kwana yare bowa you can go there say o katabi say o headache bi say wenya okwo awo ho edodo na pese ekohwa mo a omuni national health insurance card ebetume wura ho akogya yaresa and that is what the government is doing into Ochina John Dramani Mahama ebe launch the free primary health care no Ochina anopa 10 o'clock a.m. Ochina Wednesday Shai Odu Osudoku District Hospital and a president ebe launch this free primary health care nende minister no ko inspect equipment no one Mr. Ofosu-Kwakye ono so adwuma aban mu ene kohwe mo menhwe nyoma na omko inspect no.
As part of our preparation towards the launch of the free primary health care, this is another as part of our preparation towards the launch of the free primary healthcare, this is another concept, and we call it a health post. So we are deploying not less than 350 of these posts, and we will situate it in a highly populated areas like market, like lorry parks, for health workers to work from that point. So at every point, we will have, access to water. You will have the solar being inbuilt in the facility. You have the toilet. You have the pharmacy shop. You have the waiting area. You have a consulting room, and you have, a detaining area. So more than like a health post. For now, in the first phase, we are looking about 350 of these structures. And then with time, as I have already indicated, this primary health care, we are looking at up to 2028 to roll out the whole country fully. And so we are doing 150 districts out of the 261 for the first year for 2026. So now in 2027, based on our experiences in the first rollout, we will learn from that and adjust it. If we are able to roll out the rest in 2027, so be it. If we are not able to do that, maximum by end of 2028, we should be able to roll the whole country. But for the first phase, we are going to roll out about 350 of these health posts.
So you see, this is governance. And remember, there's still chip compounds. This government is committed in making sure, say, Ninyina is also put in good shape, completed. Into this basic particular one, no, they are trying to put it in highly populated communities, lorry parks, schools, baby and nipadodo echo every day. No, they want to have all these health posts. Remember, some see when we are nurse for before Majuma. Give this government some time. The government is finding ways and means to create jobs. Because our health posts we are buying baby away no and your carpenter for the Juma and your nurse for your mutifi or mutium say and they could for 8 years for Bujmano. Some of them are going to work there. Gradually, no, everybody is going to get somewhere to work. It's our pressure now. You're doing 1 year. No, don't listen to the MPP. This government is being proactive. The government is trying to find ways and means to absorb every person. It is our health post where I'm 350 this year if they're able to do it. So we need to understand governance. You need people who can think, who can be proactive, who can think in the future and see say create space and that is what this government is doing. So at the same time, the chip compounds, the government is trying to put all of them together. Health, they are professionals, nurses, lab technicians, and they are all going to be posted. So we need to give this government a little bit of time. And yes, the government wait 1 year, but you can see 1 year, 4 months. This government is doing everything possible to absorb. And the Matisse have past 7,000. Now, the good thing about this government is say Abanwe, the way Sika become monsa, how many people they can employ? Adia and things that has happened over the years, Eddie Ghana and say, you fanko for Juma, you but this John Mahama administration, they have been very strategic about employment. So and you see, gradually, even though boom 100,000, 20,000, every time they put people on the payroll, the number they put on the payroll, they make sure that they are able to pay them. It is saying that a banker say offer nurses 7,000 and I say for teachers 7,000. It does not mean it's a buying for obiabium. It is because a bank is looking at the budget. Now, Saban before with Juma na 8 months a buying to your car. You are the same person who will be on the street demonstrating. Say a fire Juma 8 months into your car. So a bank looks at what it has. A bank looks at the people it can absorb and pay consistently. And then as time goes on, a bank will expand the employment base by creating opportunities. These are some of the opportunities that government is creating. These health posts, these kind of small clinics, nurse for market, gradually they will enroll them. And Abai is not employing for employing sake. Abai is employing to be able to pay the people Abai are employed. Because you can say employment there, but can you pay the salary? So if you have money that can pay 7,000 people now, what you do is you employ 7,000 people. But if you have money that you can pay only 7,000 people and you go and employ 20,000 people, the same people are going to turn around and come after you. So if you're a government that is transparent, honest with the people, you always let them understand and say a friend pay 2,000 and that. It is because that is how much the government can take and pay. The next minute, you better for another 2,000. The government can employ and pay. All these things the government is doing, this free primary health care, because of nurses, this free primary health care naba. Inti health post na because nurse for school, that is the reason why the government is gradually creating employment in different sectors. So let us all understand what is going on. Let us applaud this president, applaud this government, applaud the finance minister who is making money available for you to be employed. Because if the finance minister is not able to create avenues to make money, to bring in revenue, to make sure say you cannot be what? You cannot be employed. Into the bile of governance, the finance ministry. Every time about you need to understand that the finance minister is working because he needs to create that room for employment to be done. In the Sunday, Ghana, health ministry, education ministry, the military, the police, also the health minister, the finance minister is working hard and creating revenue for them to be able to pay them. As much as the government, the president is there, the finance minister Nasikali Kutano, so we need to applaud what the finance minister is doing. We need to credit the health minister for also being transparent and working hard. Let us not underestimate this. In a very short period, things have changed. People are seeing the difference between MPP are buying and NDC are buying. The difference is clear. The gap is clear. This government, when given the 42 years, they will change Ghana. Let us support this government. Now, I'm going to tell a story about Kwaha. And this is another groundbreaking story. Abai is really, really changing this government, this country for the better. Her story for from. Now, energy minister and ye nyina Ghana for ya behu de ekoso ECG, the electricity company of Ghana, ECG, has commenced phase 2 of the government transformer replacement and upgrade program at the Lashibi primary substation, following the successful completion of phase 1 at the Nai Dom primary substation. The second phase began on Tuesday, April 14th, 2026, and is expected to be completed by Thursday, April 16, 2026. Now, the government is retooling, or the government is basically expanding our energy sector. The minister, John Abujinapo, is working hard. Now, Abanwe ya DB. Transformers what system nimu nyina ayedada ama one yenya low current. In so pete agrada adwa na kanie dum. The inconsistency in our power air flow. This government had decided to say, obe change transformers or Ghana for us to get a better transformers that has the capacity to be able to, at the end of the day, cater for communities. Because you see, most of the transformers we are using now, to me capacity no any day, the amount of dependence transformers so. There are so many transformers and can also cater for maybe 10,000 household, but it ends up, or most of them are now taking care of about 30,000. And when it happens like that, any small spark, any small spark, light need to be doomed. People are experiencing low current. So government will decide to say, for this country to move forward, for our energy sustainability to be perfect, it is changing transformers, and it's not just changing the transformers. So, baby, community nipa doors to transformer nusa. What they do is they split the community. They give them 2 different transformers. Emma omokaniano ahun ember form. Sometimes when they go to a community, they give them a bigger transformer. And making sure that every single household they are able to tap a little bit of power. Sebio ebimunya low current. It is because majority of transformers away communities are weak. capacity now I was say to me taking and to me all because time I near the transformer we see and a dime 2,000 per and the communities in yini obeko baby transformer na capacity they also for a dime 2,000 power and so and a dime 50,000 meaning so when change transformer now it does not matter whatever you do you are still going to lose power. And what this government is doing, and they say, day in, day out, may we say people, there are a lot of people who are complaining about it is because this government is changing a lot of transformers. This government is changing the face of our power, the energy sector. You can see, say, slowly, we are getting a smooth power. We are getting consistent power in our homes. We are getting a power now and interrupted. And this is what this government is doing. Into munya small interruptions. It is because the transformers are being changed, and you people are you can attest to this. Transformers mokanya ni jinaso. You need low current. You need some pre. That is what governments do. Intende we have seen phase 2 a transformer rollout through the energy ministry it is happening, and the energy minister so ekasa efa substations any in 24 ECG offices now. It is beginning to look like some of them they are trying to sabotage the government. Communication has to go out. Say a transformer or ha or say ECG in 24 more community and as station area they are supposed to be able to communicate the message to the people in the community. Say, oh, you change transformer. You per se mama time kakra. Ebia this week mokana ne bedum aso. But something is going on. Yenya ECG for the bia fa omu ejuma omu substation the officers are omu communities are what they are doing and they say NPP4. So what they are doing is say they are basically not doing their job. They are not communicating with the people, and some of them deliberately almost edum kania send people be agitating. Now blame abino for the good thing abino and now it becomes something bad. The energy minister Enyom Kasaya say, well, we are substation officer, we are penny that ECG and community be and our constituency be a one boy juma ye went to many constituents and kasa moment tiasia say a juma na ye because we all can see it. Say you change transform our community and I say constituency. Everybody sees transformer being changed, transformer and changing or them. So we are all witnesses to it. It is up to the ECG officers to communicate this, but some of them don't do it because a party in the and they feel say the more they make the government unpopular the more it makes their MPP look good. The energy minister Mr. Jinapo spoke on this matter today.
Let me plead with customers that bear with us during this transition period. Transformers are such that before you replace a transformer you have to put the lights out. It's a necessity. You cannot work with live wire when you are changing transformers. And so sometimes you might have to put a certain area off in order to upgrade the area. We would inform you ahead of time and we'll try and be within schedule, just like we are witnessing. But I want to encourage consumers and customers. This exercise is starting with Accra. Like he said, in 2 weeks or so, next month, they will move to Kumasi. And then we'll tackle all the other regions. And so the people of Kumasi, there's a peculiar problem in Kumasi that we need to deal with. And we are determined to deal with that. A team led by Energy Commission and also with ECG, they are already in Kumasi. And they've done a lot of mapping out. We have a comprehensive program. And we are determined to ensure that we even increase the stability of the power supply. There are some negative developments. I also get reports of where in some particular districts there's lethargy. The level of responsiveness is not encouraging. Generally, I know you are doing a good job, but there are some isolated cases where I must be frank, as minister, I'm not happy with. And I've directed your MD to do some exercise there. If it needs that we should shake up, like any organization, we would have to do a shake-up. But don't let us get there. You have a duty, you have your work cut out for you. Please, let's do that. You cannot have 100% system where the lights will not go off forever. Even in advanced countries, sometimes there are outages. But the response time ought to be very swift, and the response time ought to be such that when somebody experiences that complaint, you can deal with that. We're also working with them to upgrade your information system and response system, so that when somebody has a problem, you can just send a text message and send a location, and that alone should be enough for your team to move in and deal with the challenges.
And a minister Nakano, ECG4, you need to do your work. Or you before cracka, the light off is too much. You need to communicate. Moma Omontiasia, minister say they are rolling this out phase by phase. Omeko all regions in Ghana, Ome changing transformers. Expect small power outages. It is because they are changing transformers to keep your energy or your light on. Now, Osaka ECG4 say there's something at the ninja when we say some of the ECG officers, they are not doing their job. Sometimes, customers need to be free. Ejato transformer wemu. Ye kanya ne ko pre. Instead, some mobile communicate. I can say, oh, mokane na edum na sorry. It is because ye jumebino. You people ignore. Minister say, yanshe ya. ECG ni yabe pamuni panibi. If we say ejuma also mo ye no, somewhere to man ye. Na mama customers na ntia say aban s is transformers. Anything no mo kan ye edum so. Mama mo ntia say between this time to this time, bi say ebe to mesi no. Or say onya a lot of these reporter. Only option be to make sure say ECG 40 bino in penny 40 bino the dada no ebe pamomo or say about Ashanti regional in Kenya some transformers be say amon Kenya some na kwatwe. They are going to move to the Ashanti region and move to other regions and make sure say in Kenya hunsam in Kenya wo say gina so enya Kenya ne Kenya bi a woko hu a I say sebio ye de hwe eye den ye de hwe eye etuom Kenya bi ha e no nya den entumi suffrage sa adekudie ni nta anyoma we bi ntina aban we pese o change a lot of transformers say ne be ye Kenya be gina so obi ye cold store o hia full power to power eye omo freezers and na aban ni make sure say ye nya Kenya eye ano den a ebetumi aboya me di adwuma obi a welder obi a seamstress obi ha the adwuma ye Kenya o hia enough power to do it. Ubetuma obi Kenya so to fanya hwe. And for the past 8 years, that is what happened. Dum so wo ho na napo edi nkwasi asem didi atem. Kenya no ano nya den. Ye kan no mu didi atem. And abai we aba the same government, the same NDC ebe solve Ghana problems. Into momia support energy minister no na ye make sure say aban Kenya asem no sebio ya bo mo ama ni nyina so akugina ye. Another breaking story and ye anwahwa. In fact, eye kokwekuafo a mo Ghana no sa story a mebeka ho asemi e wo se mumu bebre no moti ase se aban wei sebio eba for ekuafo na ekuafo a cashew farmers, tomato farmers, ginger farmers, cocoa farmers, coconut farmers, ekuafo mo Ghana and the agric minister Mr. Eric Opoku and was signing a year contract bia sebio ye baba be see a fertilizer plant e wo Ghana egigim Pioto. And the Agric Minister, the Ministry of Food and Agriculture, has signed a deal with Central Group to boost local fertilizer production, reduce imports, and strengthen agriculture sustainability nationwide. Speaking at the signing, the Minister for Food and Agriculture, Eric Opoku, said, and I quote, "Fertilizer independence is no longer a vision. It is a national priority we are executing today." End of quote. And miankasa me agric minister Eric Opoku me ka kire mo ya hu no kokko ase akwane ni mekua adwuma no enye se kafia na me ka kire ope agric minister so aba akọ omano ate a enye se anote keke omusa ni madwuma na Eric Opoku. In fact, so ope agric minister he is more practical na practical Eric Opoku. The oya ne se de bia no opese odi nani ko hu because ade na moye no efuom se wo yekuani no waye bida enti de bia no ono hu no so akrachini ohunu so oyekuani ene Eric Opoku asetu anomo a anomo a emu odin anomo a ebetumi age Ghana ekuadwuma esine na so de waye ne se ende oni adwuma nkoku a sentio for eda no atena se de ensam ene de agreement egu krata so a fertilizer ya ho akwa atwe wo wiase a Ghana ye dabia ne yesu fertilizer no ende ye ba besi plant ni bi wo Ghana na ya fertilizer ni bi wo Ghana na fertilizer no ayefo every say uba ekwadwuma wo Ghana de ma ekwadwuma den kakra wo Ghana ne fertilizer ne bo den every say fertilizer no dodo no yakra Inti ebasa na ye the tax to so a aya na kokko ekuafo eye cashew ekuafo eye ekuafo mo Ghana bebre no omo nheda enye sika ento fertilizer obo ha over 50-acre farm fertilizer bo mem no ebede na otuma yekua no ende Eriko Poku any Centio group no atena se omo sign contract omo ba be see eye den eye plant no Ghana na ya fertilizer no Ghana na ende ya fertilizer ye betu it se force the ebe koso no NDC aban no na eba Eriko Poku na eba eye cocoa na ekuadwuma anase eye palm nut adwuma eba adwuma eye ekuadwuma de untumi ensan Eriko Poku ho enkoka nkyere obi. In fact adwuma eye papa we aye mokai se na nsen ye chi eye galamsefo a saa moto omudi bonsuo no and papa we nti because na adwene ekọ ekire nti one eye Ministry of Land akomuti abo ho a ye chi eye galamsefo a saa generator anase moto na omudi bonsuo no oje a no da mekuafo ose momfam nya adwuma momfam gubu kokoso momfam bonsuo gubu kokoso we ne fa innovation nyansa ye de chichire man and we onye eye agric minister orwa kodua eye body ba akwa begina nkran say the whole Ghana obi amagi body o we odwene na adwene kwa enim and se Ghana follow Ghana politics a agric minister so ma banyina no uyi mienu a this man might be second or first juma odi the way and eye ekwadwuma abaya akono wo Ghana na wotie na no kasa and the experience he has when it comes to agriculture and on say or versatile. Yaka so be a versatile out of Franka Mankwa, Oba Coco Kujuma Onimu, Oba Aya Cocoa Onimu, Oba Tomato Sequia Onimu, Oba Kashiwa Onimu, Oba Ginger Onimu, Oba Aya de Watermelona, or no, ya wonu to Coco Fum. Nema me won and Mamecas or Cofansuaba, or buy an Eriko Poku wado aya 1 mile. Nema me wonu to Coco Asi. Sibia ya wu Yesu so ewo eye de imponchi buom no ya wu Eriko Poku okoko ase ne ma me wo no so okosansuo ewa patema ba oba na Eriko Poku ayi sikan adokoko na ase inti oti koko adwuma no moma yenko tie eye ende sign na ekoso no na no ene ensem a ochechiri moma yenye tie ase.
We are here with Centio Group Limited, a company registered in Ghana here and operating in our country. We have had discussions with them for a long time, and we have come to the conclusion that Centio will expand its investments in Ghana to enable us realize the objectives of our programs. The first one has to do with the establishment of cashew processing plants in the cashew production enclave of our country. The idea is that for a long time we've been producing and exporting raw cashew nuts, which of course is not generating the jobs for the youth of our nation. And our producers are also not getting the incomes that they are supposed to get. So His Excellency has given indication that the focus of this government is to add value, ensure that we do the processing here, and then we export manufactured goods instead of raw materials. It is against this background that the Ministry of Food and Agriculture engaged with Centio Group Limited in the production enclave around Bono Techiman area. And in fact, we just concluded that they are going to set it up in Sampa. And that's why our brother from Sampa has been here this morning to make sure it is done. And so we are going to sign the memorandum of understanding to enable them move to site to begin the construction of this all-important, processing plant. In Ghana, apart from the cashew nut, we throw away the cashew apple, the fruit, which is a major raw material for the production of beverages. And so they are putting up a plant that will process the cashew and also process the cashew apple. So now, after completion of this project, the farmer can walk to the center to sell the cashew nut as well as the cashew apple, giving them the opportunity to earn income from this dual arrangement. I think it's one of the best for our nation. After this, we are also signing another agreement, very, very important agreement with the same group. And this one has to do with the Ghana Fertilizer Factory. All this while we've been importing fertilizer from other countries. And whenever there's some kind of turbulence in the global environment, fertilizer prices are affected. Now we want to ensure that fertilizer is produced here in Ghana. And Centio Company Limited, already settled in Ghana, already operating in other spheres of our economy have decided to move into fertilizer production. And they have given us the assurance that within the shortest possible time, the chairman himself is here, they are going to move into action and put in place the fertilizer production or manufacturing plant here in Ghana so that we can produce our fertilizer here, supply to suppliers, supply to farmers, and then export to neighboring countries who also go far away to overseas to, import into our country. The third one has to do with the farmer service centers. The farmer service centers. You recall that some few weeks ago, His Excellency the President...
Ejuma NDC Alban way, fertilizer plant, farmer service center. Just say, now one gasa uti agric minister na one gasa honya wahwa akwane kuya. Yakasa obi kuya. Otumisha koko oswe aso. Ayin. Ene yakasa we kuya. Agric minister Eriko Pokuro ono onye sa Mickey Mouse mo kwasea MP before agric ribio. Me say otumi ko gina koko fuom. Otumi hwe koko na koko green o. Otumi hwe osi 3 days ebebo. We kuya. Yakasa obi kuya owo ekuya dwuma mu mentality. Now we share innovative ideas papa we di anima odeba. Na wa wutie nipa no na adwene da ne tirim efa ekuya dwuma ho na we kuya. Wa agriki yakaso man we de wa agriki o just agriki ne didi ni mu otumi bo wona quick ai eriko boku obo wa kura agriki de chire quick into kono obo wa so we share that o de o share so honorable bo wa was quick obo wa agriki de chire we kuya. In fact na me besa meka Eriko Poku unu say heaven agric committee no de meka ho yeah self nyankopon infantini ena ono so nyame ye kasa nyina or select ye ko heaven a agric committee ona beda no Eriko Poku agric committee kro da no we kuya nkasa mo man the time obebo adwuma na mamo and the ku adwuma ye akono wo Ghana and the uche kwani a what the chest was soro because Eriko Poku no ofra na nadwokro obefa baby a wo Ghana bi ono bekasa ono oni time for ntro obeka ne kuro wo ma kyerɛw ye frɛ no the cocoa sia Eriko Poku osano otumi da na watiem ki na ma mesa den we hu cocoa wo da yem Eriko Poku we kuya onim cocoa e kaso akɔre wa agriki obo wa na agriki de kyi Eric but unim sometimes I na me feel bad mama hama o hey reshuffle bed rough hey na when I go reshuffle nko fo ni na smart Mahama ministers no obi abo adwuma me hu nipa ombo adwuma 1 or 2 billion ni mu ahantan for no ombo adwuma kasa angwasiafo also na to boy but o hwe Mahama adwum key ministers na Mahama reshuffle bebre because everybody has excelled from finance minister somebody me can answer finance minister and no abedi pele finance minister on the say no pele mo like on na Maradona mo side. Now about Greek minister, no about health minister, no about land minister, no about energy, no about trades, what about ministers ni boy jumo, no about housing. Na share the housing ministry ni obi boy juma. Inti Mahama reshuffle the bebre and the man can't try me boy because we share the ekoswa. Now we share a juma ministers si boy because every part, every minister is working. 1 or 2 billion Mahama can tell you they are useless. Sack them. And they know themselves. Kasankwa kwasiakeka. Ahantan. Omunim she na time ni bedu. But sometimes when I sit them say John Mahama, ube reshuffle bro because when you pick your finance minister ono oye Diego Armando Maradona o. Ejuma wa bono. Eche denjira nchene. Wa ye din onim ejuma. Ofa energy minister. Jinapo young man obo ejuma kanya ni jina so ye hyehyɛ nyoma ofa lands and the galamse kra nka ho asem papa na hyehyɛ ejuma no and the galamse enya lucrative biem and the amount for person galamse no wem hyehyɛ omo o wa abotre wa hyehyɛ nyoma oba trade Mrs. Elizabeth ojina ho na obo ejuma and the Ghana investors on oba Ghana go and see what trade minister is doing and the oba baby to say a health minister Akando simple beard wa twena about your light one be baby obewura ho on the unselected who ha no to hospital and the equipment so be see Ghana be see that ye be see health post baby ejuma ben Akando nye baby hu no ejuma so koso ye finance for ejuma and the mianga saminipa Haruna deputy to nana Haruna ebo ejuma and the education ministry bi agina na so obi ebo ejuma mianga sa sports minister Kofi Adams and yet to be Black Star coach no be a din. She transition no, she si be a ministry no, gidi nim first no, GFA and the ministry ne kon and everything is in a very professional way. You can see say Kofi Adams boy adwuma. Why name boy adwuma? They say I no me rempo fi bebre. Nipa bebre boy adwuma. Why name boy adwuma? Omo boy adwuma me be trepe. Omo nyina so be yi omo. Ye be yi mo. Ai mo boy adwuma ye be pam mo. Ye ni mo nyina kasa. Omo te TikTok and a Twitter kwasi antokwa. They don't want to grow. Kwasi ade. De bia no mo ne nkora kontokwa. Ye be pam mo nyina kwasi afo mummu ade. Na wan kata hwe Sami Jemfi. Hwe adwuma Sami Jemfi boy ya nya den biem. Sami Jemfi adwuma oyeyi. Uyi Maradona free wa. Uyi atofos Maradona na Sami Jemfi abe show dede ayo ana abe di pele. Edien pa Roger Miller na Sami Jemfi hye. Edien biem na Sami Jemfi nye. Ejuma Sami Jemfi abon wo Ghana ende ya goodie ye goldi ende ye dia ende obiani age 10 billion in 1 year Sami Jemfi atama Ghana yemfa nchekere man ede na Sami Jemfi nye Sami Jemfi anka okro bi te se Portugal anka no pe bia amanfo ba ne fie ebe somo na nsa no makọ ejuma enso yete Ghana na edi na tem hwe ejuma Sami Jemfi abo ende Ghana ye nyina ye ni age ye goodie no enye kwasie bi na etu egudie no ko and this is what we are talking about. John Mahama appointees no, are very careful. He selected the right people. 1% to be no more Jimmy. Omo de yebetena ha astrep omo nyina. Eni bre ene nkwasiade, enkwasam, ahantan, nkwasia boy, arrogance, Jimmy, ene some stupid, foolish association bi omo de omo akofrefrem. Time ni duru a obi abetene de. Na me time I'm here lethal partner a primaries time me lethal around that time. So person who say me dangerous oh they my primaries in right. Honorable say me dangerous. Oh person how dangerous am ya. Oh they my primaries in right. Honorable say me call me dangerous chain bibia. Primaries time and I want say me dangerous. Na me kira man for Kafia or Ghana. Me say and this for be ya be kira mo Kafia. Na ye twitwa mo into pieces na chance wo aha na wotena because ye mfa hantan. Moi, Mojin say, and then with my hantana. Now, John Mahama no president to go on your hantain. Now, why am I to me? A buffalo. And the right time, we will let you people know. Obia Odin Kwasasam wa buying Mubiano. Yamamo at Nawako Naso, no at Nefi. Obia no biaba, Obia no biadamfo. I mind your best chichiri, Memaka. My job is simple. I want to make sure the NDC stays in power for 42 years, with or without John Mahama. It is the vision of John Mahama, that is what I worship. If you are in the NDC government, now won't support John Mahama's vision 100%, you will never get my support. It does not matter who you are. You can be in the NDC, I respect that. But being in the NDC does not automatically make you somebody who supports John Mahama's vision. I know people who support John Mahama's vision. I know people who want John Mahama to succeed. I know those who have put politics aside and decided to support John Mahama to succeed. And those are the people of Mwama Kumasi. Those are the people I will support. And those are the people who will lead the NDC. It is our NDC munne. Now, person who future no solid support the vision of John Mahama. Because whoever wants to walk alone, you will die alone. And this is the NDC, I'm telling you. If you decide to abandon the ship and act as if you are in the ship, we will make sure when we get to the middle of the sea, we will take you out of the ship. We will onboard you. Because you, nipa, uniakuma pa, yadebwa party no. And if you want to be part of the ship, work with the team, and let the ship sail well. But why do you also better ship in him? Unye juma mwa, ubedi kon consent ya captain no. Why do you say mwa? When we get to the middle of the ocean, you will see. And you will be shocked. Say, Yene, Yakao, it is John Mahama we worship, and it's not him as a human being. We worship his vision. And whoever decides to make sure his vision is alive or is kept alive, we will make sure we help you to succeed. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. With all due respect platform. I'm here the CEO of Loud Silence Media. My producers are called the Ghost Team. We have done 2 hours, 37 minutes. Tomorrow, we will be here to discuss a lot of issues. Thank you very much. God bless you. God bless me. God bless every single person who made this possible. Have a good night. Cheers. Gigi, abwache. Good night.
Yo, we're your best fisherman. No, 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 It was for Belgium Pan, Belgium Pan, Belgium Pan. It was Betia Belgium Pan, Belgium Pan, Belgium Pan. It was two Belgium Pan, Belgium Pan, Belgium Pan. Why you're why round what? Why you're why round what? Why you're why round what? Why you're super why round what? It was for Belgium Pan, Belgium Pan, Belgium Pan. It was Betia Belgium Pan, Belgium Pan, Belgium Pan. It was two Belgium Pan, Belgium Pan, Belgium Pan. It was the Belgium Pan, Belgium Pan, Belgium Pan. Why you're why round what? 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 Yeah, we papa no, what one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no, what one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no, what one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no, what one is the motto? Why round what? Why you're why round what? I want it. Original. I will go for Belgium Pan. I want to tell Belgium Pan. Yeah, we papa no, what one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no, what one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no, what one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no, what one is the motto? Why round why you're why round I want it. Original. I will go for Belgium Pan. I want to tell Belgium Pan. Where you mind, don't crumble.